When you
If you're tired of being censored on social media, join 6zeros.net. It's black owned, black operated, and black moderated, and we make sure it stays a safe space for us to talk about all things black culture. We also got some cool gear like the FDM cotton crew neck, the Fearless Ancestors tee, hats, and more. Check us out at 6zeros.net.
Hey girl, why are you so sad?
I just got banned from Twitter again.
Should have been on 6zeros.net. Ah.
And I'm Virginia's newest Lieutenant Governor. I made history, sure, but you know the history that we want to make is that which helps people. So this is Black History Month. We're going to be highlighting those who have gone before, who have helped us to become the country that we are. All people of all colors and even corporations have been part of making us better. So please look for that, and let's be kind and loving and all of that. And by the way, come down and see your Senate in action, your House of Delegates in action. This is your government, of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thank you.
Then your light shall spring forth. Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry, and the Lord shall say, here I go, here I go. No, y'all niggas that Ah! No, y'all niggas ain't fucking me. I can't fuck with my damn. Here I go. The man right here. The man right here. Here I go. Y'all motherfuckers better get ready to rumble. slices on the bump. Faster than lightning, humble slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you get.
Welcome once again. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially. All right, how is everyone doing today? As you can see, the title of the show is They Caught the Vapors. This is the midweek report. Of course, we have a few things to discuss today. So, hey man, let's start off on the right note. We are a few pounds lighter this week. So let's see who we got in the house tonight. S. Mont, welcome. Queen Adia, to the Queen. Nino Black, Desmond Works. Louise, welcome. Silent B Productions. Rayvon Johnson. It's kind of tripping on me. Oyela Aket. Is somebody here? I don't think so. Okay. All right. We are here. We're Aboriginal Woman 61. All right. Okay. So as you are coming in, please hit the like button. If you have not shared the program, please hit the share button as well. Share this on your social media. Tasha Peters, good evening. Good evening. So if you are just now coming in, if this is your first time tuning in to the Beatzilla PDX official show, please subscribe to this broadcast and hit the notification bell, hit the word all, so you'll be notified anytime this broadcast goes live or uploads a video. Yes, indeed. Oh man, this is light work. Light. You know what I'm saying? But we have to deal with certain issues. So I wanted to hit the the what's her name, Gwendolyn or whatever, Sears out there from Virginia, because she's the same woman that also, she's a lieutenant governor of Virginia. And she's the one who basically told us we need to forget about slavery. So that means forget about slavery without ever seeing reparations for it. You want somebody to forget about something, you usually make sure that person is healed. You don't have a cancer patient and tell them, hey, live with your cancer, but forget about it. It doesn't seem to work that way. So, excuse me. But, we will revisit this. First off, today's broadcast is clearly sponsored by the Judas Outlaw brand. Because we have a few of these type of people who could be in your midst, could perpetrate to be something and then show their true colors after a while, because it's hard to hide fake. So fake is it's hard to hide fake. So when you end up exposing yourself as fake, one thing I've always known for people who usually are used to burning bridges, one thing they tend to do, especially when they get older in age, is try to do a lot of damage control. So you might have seen one person out here doing a lot of these weird ass videos with my hashtags, just to be quite clear. And I had to make myself clear on Sunday when he tagged me in some other garbage talking about debating. Me personally, I wouldn't really engage in the whole debating thing in the first place because it's kind of pointless and counterproductive to what we're doing. Another thing I've told this individual is please stop using the new black media hashtag and the other hashtag that, of course, came up here on this program, uh, B1 Rise 2022. Well, you know, stop using that for your personal vendetta, to mind you, which I have no parts of. But messy people like to somehow find a way to rope you into there because I don't pick sides like that. You handle your own mess because I'm a grown man, and as a grown man, I don't carry myself to go involve myself in mess. So one thing that's already noticeable about any type of individual that's an adult that will bring you mess like this, that says a lot about that person. Now, mind you, all of this capping that's been going on over the past few days, uh, dropping all these videos, giving you even titles and descriptions that he might actually try to attempt to break down a scripture of some sort, which all actually did was just break down that there was different versions of that particular scripture. He never actually got into what it meant. But with that being said, when people tend to think that they are seeing certain things moving a certain way, uh, unfortunately, that's when you see their jealousy rise to the surface. We are seeing this right now when we have closed the borders of foundational Black Americans. So we are also seeing this truth. The world now cares when we say, okay, well, you can't be here anymore. Or we're just not going to advocate for you. Or what we need is just some time for our own personal healing. That's not saying we don't like anyone else. That's just saying we need to heal for ourselves and because we're the only people who have went through this situation. So you can't heal us. And we can't, there's no healing there for us. And we no longer desire to be in this position. So, and that's even from an inward, how we look at ourselves perspective. A lot of people around this world ain't set foot in America or feeling some kind of way because now all of a sudden, for the people to whom they still can't even talk to with respect, are complaining. Somehow we are jealous of them. Family, I have never known for a jealous individual to look to be by themselves. Usually a jealous individual needs somebody to be jealous of. Hence this latest lesson I just learned. Because, see, we have individuals out here who, they have this perception of people. And let me make something very clear. There's a lot of people in these spaces who have other careers, who have had other careers. So people get this perception that everything we're doing and all of our relationships just started when we started making videos on YouTube. I guess that's being blinded by the idea of clout. So you are really, really far gone if that's what you think. Number two, tell me the rich empowerment person. Because see, one thing that most people forget about Tariq Nasheed is he didn't make his money in empowerment. He made his money before that. Being the only one in the lane to go do empowerment afforded a whole nother lane. That's creating a revenue stream. See, this is business. And a lot of people get into this emotionality. I don't know if that's a word, but this emotional, this emotional box that if things aren't happening this way, it must not be right. Well, it might not be right for you. But see, what you got to learn how to do is let other people move in their way because you'll never know If how they're moving right now that you don't approve of, or you don't know, or you're confused of, or you feel some kind of way about, you will never know. If you stay in good standing with that person, it may come all full circle that you had him wrong to begin with. What good is it now to shoot yourself in the foot before you let that play out? That's what I'm saying. I don't do it. Now, when I see a person's a piece of shit, now that's when, okay, now you'll get my attention. So now we have to talk about Judas Outlaw. You know, we're doing all of these. Oh, man, and the spaces have been crazy. Viewer one, hey, hey. Yes, indeed. So my moderators are in the house. Belly Ray, what's going on, my brother? So yes, so like I'm saying, when you have to come across these individuals who they perpetrate themselves or something, I'm telling you, if you all been watching, because by the way, this individual has blocked myself and Queen Ahmadiyah, but been doing videos nonstop, right? Now, I want to be even more frank, because see, a lot of people you might see some of these videos and get the impression that this person really believes there's some kind of tough guy. Family, my phone's right here. He ain't been blocked in my phone. His number ain't blocked in my phone. If he called me right now, my phone would ring. But see, that's how much wholeness that's out here. Because these are the type of things we do. Really, though? So we do all of this perpetrating and fronting on here, and then people ain't what they supposed to be. Okay. That all lasted up until now, huh? Up here, all of a sudden you found out today, oh, maybe I need to stop using his hashtags. Because number one, now you look like a stone cold clout chaser, weirdo. I mean, I don't understand what the hell you think you even, what message is being conveyed by you dancing around to murder music, holding the Bible. And gonna tell me that, and tell the world that some people don't have any business teaching? You bug-eyed bastard. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people. I mean, man, all that damn sock dancing in the little room got you confused. No, when I speak, I'm actually saying something. But I'm saying something not for clout. Oh, yeah, by the way, if people that know me want to make me jewelry, I mean, not to mention, also a founder of Al-Kebulan. That another name that you've been jocking that you're not part of. You ain't created shit over here, homie. But everything that you using is mine. I got the nerve to talk about people that who they ain't supposed to be. Look here, Judas Outlaw. I told you what you have a problem with is I told you straight up like a man. That shit you did wasn't cool. And yeah, you got your ass cussed out in private. You didn't have to take your little hurt, funky feelings out there to public and let everybody know how much of a bitch you is. Got your damn nerve. We're going to sit up here and start using my hashtags like you finna sit up here and punk me? All right, how'd that work out for you, Judas? Showing the world that you're over here mentally flaming out. But want some shit with me. And want to debate me about what? About how much of a liar you are? You could tell me that I've called this person, I called that person, and in the midst of telling me that you called that person, tell me that you omitted the truth while talking to that person. Here's the funny part about that. I know that that's a total lie because your number's been blocked from that person for the last 6 months. So you couldn't have made one call or 2 calls that you told me that you did. I'm just saying. Before you jump off the porch, you better be ready. And I don't know what makes you think that you are concerned enough to me to even be upset. Nah, I'll just roast you. I'll just roast you. I mean, cause man, you lucky. My rig ain't even set up. I'd have my intro would have been your theme song, Judas. My bandana's black. My inside of my bandana's black because I sock dance. I sock dance. I sock dance. I sock dance. Get the hell out of my face with that punk shit. Be a man. Apologize to who you need to apologize to, and move the hell on. But if a grown man don't want to talk to you, you ain't got no business screaming on nobody at 3 a.m. because they won't answer your phone calls. And then sitting up here doing videos because they was in my chat? What a damn weirdo. Well, I hope I've done enough addressing that for now. So, never forget whose lane you really in. Because this is your lane, my friend.
Then your light shall spring forth. Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry, and the Lord shall say, here I go, here I go. No, y'all niggas that damn, here I go. No, y'all niggas that fucking damn, here I go. The man right here. The man right here. Here I go. Y'all motherfuckers better get ready to rumble. Slices on the bump. Faster than lightning, humble. Slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you yeah.
What, Rochelle Howard. Hey, what's going on? Pacing T. Hey, what the homie say? Bitch, I'm from Portland. See, here's the thing about us West Coast folks. Our arms are longer. So, we will get back to business. But I just had to address that because there are way too many people out here that believe you are going to just come up on, you're going to get lightning in a bottle and become rich overnight on a get rich scheme in the black empowerment. Let me have this space, and maybe if I throw Tariq's name in it, then I'll come in here and let me put my Cash App up there. Hit that Cash App, y'all. Because I need some of that
Money.
You understand? Oh, Lord. So let's deal with the Congressional Black Caucus. I almost thought, what's her name, Beatty? For a second, I had to go back in there because somebody here, I think it was Tasha Peters, retweeted a tweet that I made. I had to go in there and said, this is not available. I was like, did she block me? But no, she hasn't blocked me. I will give them credit. None of the members of the Congressional Black Caucus have ever blocked me. As much smoke as they get from our section, they've never blocked me. Joy Reid ain't blocked me. Candace Owens ain't blocked me. Only people that blocked me: Roland, Yvette, and Antonio. And I don't know what hell he mad at. Bro, you subsequently end up getting attention by default. What you mad at? Stop tagging me and stuff. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm telling y'all ADOS folks, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, I mess with y'all, I really do. But y'all leadership is just on some weird shit. It's like, it ain't that serious. It's like, we all trying to move in the same direction. You want to be a political organization? Cool. We just saying we are lineage. And we're not a group. We're just individuals going in the same direction. And I know how hard it is because people haven't saw black people in an individual heightened capacity. So for some reason, it's like an anomaly to y'all. Like, wait a minute. Who, you're not following this person? You're not following that person? But who's the leader? It's the code. Well, that doesn't make any sense. That's divisive. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know what if we're all going to be saying the same thing collectively, you think there was a meeting somewhere. That's what you think. And then we said, we're all going to bombard the Twitter spaces with us. No, sometimes things just have a way of happening. And I think people have a huge issue of what happened. Well, think about it. We've experienced so many time and chance situations that have been in our detriment. Well, seems like since the turn of 2021, things have been moving in a different manner. And the beginning of 2022, if y'all remember what I posted, I will not share what I actually tweeted for the beginning of Black History Month last year. If y'all remember what happened on February 1st last year, it didn't have the event had no black folks involved. It was 3 white folks. Anybody remember what I posted? In the snow, CH464, what's going on? Need no black, need no black. I mean, man, for real, need no black. I mean, they were so Emmy nominated. Just been worse. February 1st, your birthday, man. Happy birthday, Nino Black. Welcome, man. Happy birthday, my brother. I believe you were in the 20 plus club, so you're up here with us. If not, you close. Knocking on the door. So, as another interesting beginning to Black History Month, before I play this next video, something else I noticed, I'm not exactly sure what organization was behind this particular campaign. Family, I want you to do me a favor and go into Instagram and go like you're going to post a story and then just look at the gifts and go into the Black History gifts. I couldn't help but notice because I was looking at the Black History gifts. I'm like, damn, majority of the Black History gifts didn't even say, the first ones I saw didn't even say Black History. It was about Black women. I said, wow. So Black History and Black women. And I said, well, let me just see if there's because I went down, I was like, well, are there anything other besides Black women? It was Black History, Black women. Damn. Well, let me see what Black men gifts they got. I said, okay. See, when you start looking at stuff like that, you only have a small, minute handful of Black men, but you go into Black History Month. And it's all about this real odd gender. It's like, well, to me, it's not subtle because I know how these pieces of crap move. So for me, it's shit I expect to see. But for most, they'll just look at it and be like, what's wrong with that? I see plenty. They specifically focused on the women. Then something else they posted on Twitter showed me again. I was like, to celebrate Black History Month, we're celebrating Black women. You immediately started the month of our culture with a gender divide? Wow. That's where we at with it, family. So let it be a lesson to everybody, man. What we're doing and what we say matters. As much as they, oh, you're so stupid and this and that. Let me show you how much it matters, family. Now, this is an L that they not really telling you they took. So many people probably didn't even know this case was even going on. Remember I told y'all the other day about this case with the sister Audrey Cole? And if y'all follow me on Twitter, I posted how they were, how the, what is it, Law and Crime Channel was even covering this. And I'm like, look, this sister was literally in court, but they're showing the Twitter feed like as they're showing her original mugshots. So story goes, this sister was in a domestic violence situation with her zaddy and ended up having to kill the zaddy. And she was lumped up when they found her, mind you. But of course, still got charged because, you know, even still, she got her wake up call that, yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of wake up call, family, this other video I played the other day where I told you it was the grandfather. My bad. I have to make a retraction, family. That was not the grandfather. That was actually the father. So just to give you a refresher on what I'm talking about, so I'm doing it correct because you know people out here doing things for clout and stuff, man. They doing things and get up off the internet.
Hi, beautiful. Let me get. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Hey, what's up, Gooey? What's up? What's up, my little smoking nigga?
That's the father, not grandfather. My bad. So he has a whole black child calling her a nigga.
Hi, beautiful. Let me get. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Hey, what's up, Gooey? What's up? What's up, my little smoking nigga?
So first off, how did those two hook up? Where y'all meet at? Anyway, I ain't gonna get into that. So, like again, I said the white supremacists took another L today because the way they were trying to report it, like I said, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all saw what was popping. This woman, they're trying to make her seem like you said she might take him out one day, Felly. Maybe. Damn. So, he was a retired veteran. But I guess he was whipping her ass and she, you know, called 911 or whatnot. They was like, yeah, dead white man, you're going to catch these charges. So this happened today.
Okay, we are back on the record on the state of Ohio versus Audrey Jean Cole, also known as Audrey Jean Branch. It is case number 21 CR 6643. At this time, the jury has reached unanimous verdicts on both counts. I will read them individually. As for count one, that is the charge of murder, the jury has found the defendant not guilty. They have made the finding that the state of Ohio did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt all of the elements of murder as charged in count one of the indictment. They did not have to then analyze the gun specification. As for count two, felonious assault, the jury found the defendant not guilty. Under that charge, they found her not guilty. Under option 3, the state of Ohio did prove beyond a reasonable doubt all of the elements of felonious assault as charged in count 2, but they did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant did not act in self-defense as to the charge of felonious assault in count 2. Therefore, it is a not guilty finding on both counts. State of Ohio, at this time, would you like any of the jury polled? Okay. Defense, would you like any of the jury polled? Very good. Jury, what that means is that your job is done. I thank you for everything that you've done. I thank you for the week that you've had to take out of your lives to be here today and in this week. I hope that you found this to be a rewarding experience.
So that happened today. Woo, this year is hitting different already, ain't it? Wee. So shout out to that sister. Maybe she'll go, back to figuring out where she belongs and wipe the sweat from her brow and learn from this good wake-up call that you might need to do something else. So, man, good for her. Shout out to that sister. Go enjoy your freedom. Because they were trying to cook her. Because as it turns out, as from what I've gathered and heard about this case, because I watched a few hours of this case, I don't even understand why she was ever charged, to be quite honest. I mean, it was very cut and dry. With that sister being gone in Connecticut, for all of this to be going on, it's like, well, you let that dude. There's just an accidental death. Now, granted, they're saying accidental death, but really, that's kind of interesting that that's even determined. But we see what's happening now in Connecticut, and righteously so, because something is definitely awry. And also, if you already noticed, there's a lot of brothers turning up missing and turning up dead. Some people so badly decomposed. Like, one thing that we're not hearing is if they had their organs or not. So that's one thing that's kind of unclear. But I'm noticing that's happening an awful lot here. It's a lot of black folks that's just subsequently just up and disappearing. Now, granted, I understand we are in a midst of a pandemic, so a lot of people are going through a lot of different financial situations. So it makes sense. People could sometimes get caught up into interesting negative circumstances to make ends meet. No judgment, but shit happens. And unfortunately, sometimes, we've had people here found in their cars. It happens because people are out here getting desperate. And again, I hope that people understand, there's a lot going on right now. And we are, excuse me, on the brink of World War III. And I don't know if everybody's paying attention. America is in the worst strategic military position ever. Not to mention, in the midst of a looming war, all unvenomized personnel of the Army are this week starting to immediately be discharged. And we have a commander-in-chief that you say is competent, huh? You would, in the midst of a looming war, number one, not equip your troops that you have over there to even outnumber the troops that they would possibly combat, but also you're going to weaken the reserve forces that if they needed help because they didn't take the jab. This is literally where we are. And so many black folks have followed into that who are falling silent right now. And they tried this with this whole symbolism, with this judge pick. We're going to pick black women judges. So what? I guarantee before I even knew, name the first thing I knew about a judge he was going to pick, she had a white husband. So it's not about, oh, you can't pick. No. Slow your roll there, Michael. Here's the problem. How did I know all of them were going to have white husbands before I even knew their names? Can we talk about that part? See, a lot of people like to talk about, oh, man, y'all just don't want to be dealing with no dark-skinned black woman. No. Our issue is this. We get so... Rachel Dolezal for judge. View one. For real, though. I mean, good grief. I mean, truth be told, we got a better chance because at least you wanted to be there. Damn, she's starting not to look so bad. I mean, because you got these fakes. Kamala Harris, she don't want to be there. Oh, my God. So, family, for those of y'all who have been in these spaces, we were in a space today. I believe Tasha Peters was in there today. This sister hopped in there today. We got to know now, we are making enough noise that the Democrats are on full alert. I'm talking about, when you on a ship and they feel you just watch them battle movies and this thing going on because you sensing the radar, sense a torpedo. Oh, man. They have went on alert. So they sent this they sent the old black woman off in the room today. And she had what I can call maybe more of a contemporary version of a church line that still will end up talking about we need to vote, but it was a little more kind of it was new. It's like, oh, okay, I guess Hillary Clinton must have like Simone Sanders doing some training or something. Like, we got to implement this new type of talking point in here. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming out the woodworks. So, I mean, if we going to get reparations, we got to vote. And with this, and Tariq Nasheed and other people out here on the internet who keep talking about, oh, we need to vote for tangibles and nothing else. And if we don't get tangibles, we're not going to vote. I just don't see how we's going to be able to get anything if we don't vote. I mean, that's just not the way it works here. Y'all still think we're going to fall for that? The people who are falling for that, y'all already got. Now, if as our numbers grow and this philosophy over here to actually get something for your vote, if this is making more sense to people, then it should. Again, and then we have the defeatist mindset to show, well, they ain't never going to give us reparations. Well, typically, I've always known the person that's closest to you saying that, they're saying that because they don't want you to get reparations. They know they don't get none. So that's one of the huge issues. Well, I don't get parts, but I don't know why I don't. And we've had these conversations, especially the other day with these folks. And it's like, man, we were in this space last night, and there ain't really many people who can complain to foundational Black Americans about much. Because What I want to know is we are speaking about our experiences with people. We're not literally hopping out here talking about things we haven't experienced. So we experience hatred from this side, we experience hatred from that side. I don't understand being in a village in Ethiopia. What is offensive for us to say we're over here in this group? We don't even look at y'all, especially Ethiopia. Because y'all have went out, y'all have years and years and years. I mean, not to mention, okay, sidebar here, because I mean, I'm talking from a general perspective. Let me just give some real shit here. Okay, so I used to work for the Greeks. Actually, I used to work for the Jews. Schlesingers to be exact. So these people are the people who are on the city council, because the city council here is mostly ran by, on the Portland Development Commission, which city council members and all of that are still part of, which is very much Little Hat driven. Little Hat ran. If anybody wants to deny that, then they're full of shit. But anyway, I mean, because seeing how I used to work on that when they used to be back on the 12th floor in that building, in the Oregon building, and my office faced the Westin. There's always somebody in that damn hotel that feel like doing the damn Captain Morgans. If you know what I mean. Just sitting at my desk, just look straight up and just be, oh. Dun, dun, dun. Like never fails. Almost every other week, somebody got to go do the Captain Morgan stance right in the window. It's like, there's buildings all downtown. We all can see you from here. Well, anyway, I digress. So anyway, working for these people, I got a chance to experience who works with them and who works for them and who they interact with. So here, the Eritreans and the Ethiopians and the Somalians, they deal with them, and then they also deal with the Greeks. They have a lot in common. Subsequently, not nearly as much in common with us. Now, where I stay right now, there's a whole enclave of Somalians right down the street. Guess what? They don't fool with us. My children went to school with their children. We're all in the same neighborhood, but because we're not looked at the same and they come here with all this extra subsidy money and have whole enclaves that are built just specifically for their group, unlike the group that is already here and built this country. Well, yeah, these are things that I can personally attest to. I have seen it done. Now, one benefit I can honestly say is my high school ran the table in soccer. Champions. Matter of fact, my high school actually got gold medal soccer players that came from Jet. They played in other, of course, for their home countries. My partner, Ime Udoka, coach of the Boston Celtics. He could play for the Kenya team. But he's born here. Yeah, we went to, middle school and high school. Shout out Ime. That cat actually said in high school, man, I'm going to marry D. Me alone. That girl from Man Boys, I'm going to marry her. You got to be out your mind. My bad, bro. You're right. You got that woman. I'm talking about, man, this cat knew, like, in high school, like, freshman year, like, I'm going to marry her. So if you don't know who Nia Long's man is, that is my partner, Ime Udoka. His sister and Fam also, she played in the WNBA as well. I think the older brother, James, I think he played overseas. But all three of them played professional ball at some point or another. A side note. Portland's an interesting place. I keep telling y'all. Like I said, Portland got long arms. West Coast has long arms. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all didn't know, Ime Udoka is from Portland, Oregon, the head coach of the Boston Celtics. From Portland, Oregon. Went right to Jefferson High School. Went to Ockley Green Middle School. Yep. Ndamukong Suh. If y'all don't know who he is, he's playing where he just got put out the playoffs, but he played for Tom Brady. So he got a Super Bowl now. Some could possibly say he might have a child with a cousin of mine. That's neither here nor there. Portland's a different place. Anyway, so I had to reset. So I need to get some of these videos back in here. But yeah, like I said, so we always had a real international kind of crew here. So we had people that actually did rock with us. So I know what B1 immigrants are. These other people who are out here doing all this other weird shit that y'all seen out here in these spaces, that ain't that. And now, and if we're on some real, like there's people who came in some of the spaces and was able to keep it real and literally, get down to the nitty gritty and be like, yeah, we've heard this, we've heard that. And like I said, from my own experience when I was in Canada, man, them Africans looked at us and was like, I don't know why you even think you African. So what's funny for me, my first experiences of not really identifying fully with Africa came because of my interaction with Africans. Go figure. Not to mention how raggedy they treated us up there. Man, that was so foul. But anyway, I want to point this out because what's happening right now in these spaces is a situation where I'm looking at everybody basically wondering why we're not willing to kind of be under everybody's thumbs. And I don't know why you would think a group of people that has been so close to their oppressors for so long would ever accept any form of disrespect for somebody who's never been in our shoes. Doesn't that make sense? And so these people haven't even set foot in this country. Got so much negative to say. Now, I used to tell people, my experience is different. I know y'all got different experiences when people deal with you. Dan Ruff, what's going on, my brother? But for me, them Africans in Canada, man, that's what I'm talking about, Yellow Cat. Because see, up there in Canada, they have no filter because they're all the way up there and they just stay the shit as far as they're concerned up there. They look down on all let me put it to you like this. This is what I learned on this particular trip. The smaller islands like Trini, like the Trinidadians, the Baitians, and the Guyanese. The Guyanese especially. The Guyanese was really rocking with us heavy. The Guyanese cats, they was rocking with us tough. But outside of that, you said we a bit different over here. Yeah, they was not feeling us. And a lot of people, I get it, because once you leave out of this country, you'll learn a lot of people's perceptions of you, especially in the diaspora, their perception of you literally comes from white people. So they have this mentality that somehow they have convinced themselves or been convinced that when they think of American black people, we are somehow intertwined with each other. And it's like, well, no. It's always been this thing over here. It's like, here's the scale. So it's always been unbalanced. That's not together. And I don't think no one in their right mind would want to be in their home country living unbalanced. Here's a country we've built and we live in it unbalanced. And then other people want to like, hey, we need parts. Why are you not like, Shawana Stevens, welcome, welcome. So this is the only reason why I have said we need to just worry about us. Now, I think it should make sense to anybody at this point. Why? Because if you had anxiety and you had the ability to say, well, I could just talk to what I could get around to make me feel safe, wouldn't you choose to do that? Well, foundational Black Americans, the descendants of American chattel slavery. This is just one thing that we want to do in 2022. Because, see, if we're not healed, then you want us to be injured to fight for everyone injured. We ain't going to be like the dude in Gladiator. We just going to go fight the battle while we just bleed out. But you're all free. Honorable death, I've died for nothing. Oh. No. No. Nah. No. And I mean, I just hope that everybody understands that it's not about a hate thing. It's just about a common sense thing and where we need to be. Because, see, here's another problem. We got these people out here that be talking crazy. And then all we want to do is we are a people that have not been repaired. So if we're going to still sit up here and have to deal with the effects and after effects and trauma of all of that, and then our relationships, that's not like anybody has been given therapy, but they can identify trauma through DNA. And they got it down so much to a science that if you have WIC, you can't get stress-free eggs. So you can't go, like I got a produce stand down the street from me. You can't go get them eggs. Them fresh out the chicken, can't go get those. No, you got to go get them processed white joints. No brown eggs for you. They want to make sure that them chickens got every bad chemical. Matter of fact, my partner, me and Velly Ray was talking early today about the things that the mind can do. The mind can poison itself and poison the body. So what is it doing? What's the chemicals are being released into the meat while they scaring these eggs, while they scaring the hell out of these damn chickens? So, if you live close enough to go get you some like fresh out of a chicken that's just you see, because over here where I'm at, we're in the agricultural mecca in Portland. So not everybody's going to have the luxuries we do here, because you can literally go down the street and just get you some eggs that just came fresh out of a chicken this morning. So we're extremely lucky. I mean, you can just see the chickens just backing around in the yard. You go up in there, drop them eggs off, and get back out there and pack some more. So I mean, it's and also too, we have like our produce here is. I don't know if there's anyone seeing us on produce. Not in the United States. I would have to say we probably holding court on organic produce. I don't know if y'all even touching us with a 5-mile stick. I'm talking about, we fresh produce everywhere you go. You can go to the grocery outlet here and go get some organic shit. So, I mean, it's different. I think probably the only place where they yank the organic stuff out is Walmart. But like, if you live in Portland, you ain't grocery shopping at Walmart anyway. Like, we don't grocery shop at Walmart here. No. You said you need to visit Portland for the experience. Come when it's warm. But I will say a lot of people get turned out because when they come out here when it's one, they go, oh, it's so beautiful. It rains a hell of a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could get warm. When it's warm and nice, especially around like June and July, and it's real, real pretty. But the rain come in heavy. But I think you would like it. You know, it would probably be more current conditions that you've had to experience, as y'all out there on that Midwest, East Coast, and where is it, down south? Because my dad was telling me down in Georgia that they experiencing some cold weather. So y'all having a cold on that side of the country is having a cold little winter blast. We over here just like it's pretty normal. Just typical rain. It's just overcast, sun breaks, but it's like I guess a 44 average here with no wind. So it ain't bad. It beats like that below 9 and below 0 crap. I'm cool. I don't know how some of y'all be doing that. Like all y'all people growing up in Chicago and shit. That's nuts. So like I was saying, check this out. This is a video that I think this is a boy. The brother. I don't think so. But this brother, he put this video up, and this is an older video, but again, I think Tariq even played it earlier. Just letting people, just seeing the inside of how other people feel. And what I want, when you watch this, I just want you to ask yourself, why do they feel this way?
Why is it immigrants are not stopping reparations?
My ancestors come from the Caribbean, and there were slaves in the Caribbean, and we didn't
qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the challenge: there are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution to all sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations. If we're only debating how we're going to parcel out responsibility for something that happened more than a century ago. And we're probably never going to do this. It's not clear to me why we're pursuing this thing.
Is it fair that there's no reparations, no restitution, nothing?
Should the Irish get reparations, by the way? Irish need not apply signs when they came here during the Progressive era. Sure. I mean, how far do we want to take this down? Are we acknowledging that there are ugly spots in history? Because 60% of the world would be entitled to slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact. Slavery ended 154 years ago. It's been a long, long time since we had slavery in this country. And you have people like my family. I'm black, but my family came to the United States in 1962. My parents are from Costa Rica. Do I get a check?
I did a couple of essay contests that I actually won. And I won like NAACP AXO award for this essay. And something else, I can't remember another, like I ended up winning money. And the essay was, do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Why are you so against reparations?
Valerie, it's a matter of a waste of time. We've got so much to do. And yet you have people who invest so much energy and attention on what I consider to be a dead-end idea, a dead-end movement.
If we were to pay reparations today, we would only divide the country further. We would insult many black Americans by putting a price on the suffering of their ancestors.
Immigrants are not stopping reparations.
You guys are not oppressed. You're lazy, that's all it is. Go get jobs, work. I am oppressed. The white people are oppressing me. Why are they to oppress you?
Good Lord. So, once again, today's broadcast is sponsored by Judas Outlaw, the sock dancing preacher.
shall cry and the Lord shall say, ah. Slices on the bump, faster than lightning, humble, slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you're yellow, coward heart. Better bring some water. Get the gasoline can on. Get this fucking fire started. Your heart like a bass drum bump. He's better than a nigga without a data in the swamp. Here I go. About God. Who put you on a planet? Ah! Could you back the camera off, so you can see me dance?
Gotta see the sock dance. You have to see the sock dance. Oh man. And just to revisit this again, I know some of y'all may be like, hey, well, the thing for me is when people come at folks and do faulty stuff like that, I expect the person to at least be able to save face, and I want to see what you should be offering to the people. Now, again, and as other things deteriorated around this brother, I was still trying to give this brother a word of advice, and for some reason, didn't like what I said because I wasn't. I don't know why he thought I would be a yes man for his bullshit. While you trying to con me and rope me into some dumb shit. No. See, this is the thing. If I don't expect no grown man to be messy like a woman. So, don't call me about nobody else's thing or hit me up about what you and somebody else got a problem with. Why am I hearing this? I wasn't raised that way. That don't even make sense to me. Like, no, I ain't in there. Oh, man, but see, then you'll say, well, here, let me tag you in it. Now, this is the reason why I'm tagged in something. Because when you do stuff like that, you don't have any respect for the people that you are actually around. So all of this stuff that y'all have seen in my chat, all of these, Baruch, the brother, and all of this, all of that for what? Now he turned around doing, oh man, we shouldn't air out our dirty laundry. And all he's done is just everything that he has been talking about, he a victim of. Because he ain't no damn victim. He's a damn culprit. And he's a coward culprit. He sit up there and he'll lie in front of everybody. And he got the nerve to talk about people behind a keyboard and camera. Man, please. My phone ain't rang. I don't know what you talking about. And not to mention, when I talked to you last time, I told you I already spoke to you. I ain't in that, and you kept trying to rope me in it. And so that shows me great disrespect. So now I have to respond to the disrespect because you're doing things unrightfully so under my name. Otherwise, I would have left it alone because it wouldn't matter. But, when you're going to sit up there and be that much of a sucker, it doesn't make sense. Keyboard warriors, right. And then you going ahead and doing the whole blocking thing. And now, here's another thing. I see who you've been dealing with, and for the record, obviously was never cut off. Not like you could lie to me and tell me that she was, because again, she wasn't, clearly. And so, oh yeah, not to mention, said, well, I ain't fooling with this people no more, because they've already done some messy stuff as well. So if you didn't know, when you see Fraudulent Outlaw and this other female, they one and the same. So, it's you have to understand what you're dealing with when you're dealing with snakes and clout chasers. But I'll just say it like this. If they could give you edification and content, edification in their content, by all means, support what they do. But if you want to ride for them and tell me, oh, well, this, you're going to have to explain to me what you learned from them. You're going to have to tell me something that you didn't already know from the big Hebrew. All this egotistical crap. I spent hours giving I'm researching and all this. I went through the hassle of making an intro, making outros, making other videos. And for some reason, oh man, people won't clout. Man, this ain't TikTok. Not to mention that music that you're hearing, that's my shit. I mean, so you sitting up here dancing to somebody else's stuff? What you talking about, bro? The stuff that you bumping when you entering into this broadcast and exiting this broadcast, that's yours truly, sir. Now, when you talk about clout, no, that's called production. And what you are is a hater. And you can always tell a hater about when they start talking about what somebody else got and what other people are doing. You a grown-ass man doing a bunch of videos talking about what other people are doing. And the newest thing is, man, you could be on the right side of history. Every black person deserves forgiveness. Yeah, if they was really sincere with your bitch ass ain't. Not to mention, so I mean, shit, what sincerity is in you? And I mean, shoot, for a fact, for those y'all know who I'm speaking very lightly right here. That's why my phone ain't ringing. So again, not that I really expected to, because there's really nothing you could tell me anything but lie. But I just want to let you know, with all of that, for all of this stuff you doing out here on the internet, man, if you say something there and say where I'm from and St. Louis, you gonna have to stand on it. Where I'm from is just simply called manhood. If you open your mouth, you need to stand on it. Where does that need to be tied to anything else other than your own word, partner? Yeah, all of that's the arrested development, young ass talk you talking that really think it's tough. Talking like a kid. And we can see the grade, so clearly you're not. And how the hell a felon even worried about facial recognition? You know how stupid your ass sound? Got a mouth like a busted radiator, got the nerve talking shit. We can hear you spitting through that mask. Shut your punk ass up. Anyway. Oh, man, I don't know why people would ever want to desire to be roasted like that. But, I guess, I'll do this, I'll do that. Yeah, you forget I'm a wordsmith by trade. But people can't do a thing for clout. Guess that didn't work out too well for you now, did it, buddy? So y'all check this out. This is something that went on in Florida. And like I said, we going to have to... I could do you much worse. So you know. So you know, fraudulent outlaw. I could do you much worse. So I'm just letting you know this is a light tap. And so, I mean, I don't ever do that to me again, bro. Well, we gonna play fraudulent outlaws greatest hits. Ain't gotta show your face, ain't gotta speak your name. By the way, the hashtag name that I gave to you is about as popular as your name. Never try to go for the man with the mic. I learned that a long time ago. Obviously, nobody taught you that lesson. So, family, check this out. This just went. You said you never heard of that guy. Oh, he's been in the chat. You know who I'm talking about. Judas Outlaw. The unconscious fella. Does a lot of sock dancing in the little room with his face covered all the time. You know, he dancing. He holding the apocrypha listening to shooter music. But he's going to teach you something. Oh, man. And here's the thing. For the young lady who is with you, who was just in my DMs not too long ago, I've absolutely let that one live. And I mean, it's very clear that I haven't said nothing. But, you know, man, get your shine on. But stop using my shit. Create your own. If you get it popping, get yourself popping. But OB Zilla over here, oh, my umbrella days for you are done. So, you know, ride on your own, homie. That's what men do. You know, why you worried about calling and screaming on other men because they ain't answering your phone calls like a bitch at 3 in the morning. Right? Player. You getting sweet talk about a female to sit up there and put your ass out there in broad ass daylight to be in a space co-hosting with this one and then turn around and like, somebody told on me. You jackass. How stupid can you be? And then sit up here, got the nerve to blame your stupidity on someone else. I saw your ass walk off a job. Shut your punk ass up. Man, you just don't need to be airing out here. Because all of a sudden, something happened when you started getting around that 24-hour mark of me coming live. Then, man, we don't really need to be airing our personal business out there. Uh-huh. Oh, your boy. Oh, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get all this all up in your face. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Misfits 1989. Welcome. Just had to address some casualties of truth, you know. I mean, somebody, I don't know how you throw stones when you dead wrong. And I mean, just literally sit up there and listen to you lie. Oh, no. No, stop it. You gonna sit up there and have the nerve to be sitting up there in front of scriptures. Man, it's just a mere Hebrew. Actually, that's Yiddish. Oh, Lord. I got videos literally teaching from like 2013. All of this cap, I just don't understand. I'm the big Hebrew. Cut it out. Because again, I mean, regardless, he believed he could fly with the wings. The inside of my mask is black. Inside of my mask is black. The inside of my mask is black. Telling you, you don't want the smoke with me. But since you felt that you could tap me and then turn around and, man, we don't need to be airing out our dirty laundry, I won't put a picture of your sucker ass up. Because, I guess you're reporting people too. We know that because, well, I guess that's what bitch ass niggas do. I'm going to sit up here and report this woman's page because I didn't like her making jokes about me after I call her a wicked witch in a wheelchair. Punk ass nigga. Yeah, that's you, fraudulent outlaw, the unconscious one. The sock dancer from St. Louis. Judas Outlaw. Doing the Judas Outlaw shuffle. Got so much respect for human life that he sits up here and makes fun of people with disabilities. Well, you ain't got no disability. You just stupid on your own. And see, here's the thing about me. I'm going to say it behind your back, bitch. So, I mean, no. I can't do that to you. I can't do it because he had this whole thing. Is he watching this right now? Cussing, screaming at his phone right now. Man, why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Man, remember, I'm a non-factor, so ain't nothing I could do. Go make another video hyping yourself up. Sidewalk sucker. Man, if you want to step up to the big boy game, man, you better go read a book. All that capping you doing, man. Cut it out. How fake can one be? And I mean, beta male, man, let me tell you now. Beta male, I can tell you like this. Oh, yeah, I won't we won't even go down that road. Partner, I'm going to tell you like this. If you ever try to tap me again, I'm going to have a remix with the 3 a.m. in the morning remix. You understand me? And for you, female, that's with this guy, you might want to distance yourself from him. Just a word of advice. Because, I mean, he's a ticking time bomb. And his pride and ego, I think, will be the downfall of him. Because I'm telling you, he's begging for the single to be released, I'm assuming. And I know he's stupid enough to try me. He ain't man enough to really call me and say, man, my bad. I never should have played you like that. I messed up, and I understand why you pissed off. Because you did actually have my back. And then I crossed you. Yeah, you're not a stand-up man. You a backstabbing scumbag. Unconscious. Sock dancing, hiding behind a blue bandana-ass bastard. Keep your mouth off my shit. Keep your fake ass and your fake ass appearance off my shit. You ain't worthy of nothing I've created to be attached or associated with it. Stand up individuals over here, and you ain't one. Sock dancer. Sock dancer. Telling you. And you know what's so funny? Then Queen Amadaya does a great thing, a piece on mental health. And these people are so damn thirsty. Guess what happened? Let's do a space with her topic. See, this is the type of hoe ass shit that this dude do. Because he's like, I'm going to take a stab at Queen die because, I done sat up there and shit on her behind her back too, and she don't mess with me no more. Yeah, that's you, unconscious. Yeah. Yep. Lord. These people make more sense than you, bro.
So the way they were going after the locals and innocent bystanders, trying to free people out, trying to provoke people. This is just a few seconds again, but I will warn you that it is a little gross.
Hail Hitler! What he did! No more Jews! You get the black power, you got white power. White power! He's a Jew. He's a Jew! Look at him! Guess where you're going back to?
Believe it or not, we actually carefully cut that to show you the least vulgar excerpt.
Of course you did. Because the reason being is because you're gonna make sure that that you don't let it get too offensive and hurt to the people out there. Oh man, that was careful. Now, see, if that was us, we'd be dead off in the street. Oh, this is what happened. They'll warn you, but they're not gonna go through no damn job of editing the video of. We're gonna take it out. Please. Just like the video I played for you the other day from what was that, Grosse Pointe School Board meeting. They say he got in trouble for saying nigga, and they got all of this rap music and all this bullshit. It's like, come on, man. How on earth? See, this is the sick ass entitlement thing that we're trying to get people to understand. Unfortunately, even in our own circles, we can have these people that have these sick views of entitlement. So it's like, man, I see what you doing. I see what you got. Family, do you know that this dude even made mention of my jewelry? I've had this for like, I guess he assumed I bought my jewelry since I've been on YouTube. Anyway, how about this in the 90s, fam? I don't know what you talking about. When I go get my shit clean, they look at my shit and be like, whoa, this is real gold. Because all this cap-ass jewelry that most of these people is wearing now ain't even real. Half that stuff was made in a lab. So, yeah, I got old gold. Shit. Good diamonds, too. But, again, that's neither here nor there because people had careers before they got on YouTube. See, that's the sick delusion that people can get into. They, instead of actually analyzing the situation, they make up in their mind a whole scenario that don't even exist. So when I say I got the whole single white female thing going on, I'm just like him. No. No, you not. See, I earn mine. So I don't say that in a cocky form. No, you not. I mean, as simple as that. You've lived your life. That's like me saying, oh, man, I'm just like you. That's just weird to me. Unfortunately, we have these mental diseases in our midst. And I mean, I'm definitely not insensitive to people with mental instability. You said what happened? The unconscious one that used to be in my chat that you would see in my chat often has found themselves doing a bunch of kind of scumbagish things out here. And you know, when you're doing this, what they say, what's done in the dark will come to the light. So he just met his roaches with the light cut on moment, and it first happened in a situation to where he really couldn't run from the truth, because when you have all sides that you have lied on right here, and there's what's so funny about it is there's one element that he was able to skate through after that conversation. Just so happens a conversation I had right after that blew the lid off. That's when I know, oh, when you tell me you're in good standing with somebody for so long, and then I find out that all of these conversations that you have told me that you have had, ain't one of them happened. Bro, not one. You can't. And here's one thing I guess you said, well, maybe he don't know because, you know, he don't know that she blocked my number so many months ago. And he ain't said nothing, so I'll just keep telling him this lie. Okay, last time I talked to you, I made sure I had you repeat that lie to me again. I wanted to make sure this time it wasn't just one lie you were telling. I wanted to make sure that you were actually telling me two separate lies. And then in the one lie that you said you actually omitted the truth in that. So what if you're getting me, family, the unconscious so-called big Hebrew righteous man here is literally in the midst of a lie telling another lie about that lie. And got the nerve to be sitting up here with an apocrypha. It's lucky. You lucky that apocrypha ain't even burnt your palms. You damn demon. You lucky that apocrypha ain't burnt your hands up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If a hypocrite was a person, he'd be sock dancing with a bandana. I'll tell you what. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. Fat woman romancer. I'm a sock dancer. Oh, do you really want a piece of me, lady? I'm going to tell you, shut him down. I mean, because I am always early. Always. Oh, do I have a message here? Oh, guess that's not from you. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. By the way, we have, side note, we got a crazy little situation here. This dude who got convicted of a serial killer, or he's a cold case serial killer case. So when I caught my case shooting a white supremacist, he came into jail a month after me. So he's been in jail since 2017. And, you know, and I mean, if anybody, if y'all could want to go, because certain people have went and checked my case file. That's why all of that, certain people have unblocked me and all of that. Like, you better go check me. I am what I say I am. So anyway, this dude was a serial killer, right? And they caught him on some DNA, and he's like, you know, obviously well out of his prime. But they let him out on a plea deal of 4 murders. And saying time served. So 5 years was enough for 4 murders. I'm sure that y'all can automatically understand why his time was so short for 4 murders. Because there ain't no statute of limitation on murder. 4 that he confessed to. And they took a plea deal of time served for 5 years. Letting a serial killer, now granted, he's not in the best of health, and I'm sure he's probably 1 foot in the grave by now, and he's got to go back to the street, I'm sure, because, he's from that homeless crowd. So who knows how that's going to happen. But I just look at it like, what would make anybody feel that you were giving justice to people's family by letting, when you finally get answers on the serial killer, that they would be cool with letting him go after just 5 years? You said snitching? There could be some elements to that. There very well could be. But they let him go. I believe main reason why he was that would even be on the table. 4 bodies, 5 years. I don't know where they do that at. But they're black women. So, but see, that's something again to show you about how this system is. And it's very telling the conversations that we've had on these spaces, because we're hearing a lot of the same redundant rhetoric and then it gets down to what we're jealous of. No, that's not part of that. And then finally, somebody, hey, what about that? What about that reparations? Oh, there it is. It's about the money. Why don't you come on there and let your yays be yays and nays be nays, man? Unlike fraudulent outlaw. You dig? Because being honest, man, honesty is a great policy. Unfortunately, not everybody learns that. And no, we're not jealous like fraudulent. But, see, this is the thing I'm saying. Like, you see how those situations are parallel? Scumbag attitude. You owe me something. It's the same shit. The one thing that's in both of those scenarios is the group that they are looking to take from is never considered. Did you hear me again? I'll repeat myself. See, the thing that no one ever pays attention is to consider the group that they are taking from. That's when your integrity shows up. So, when you get into these spaces and immediately start coming off the cup with, you guys ain't this and you guys ain't that, and you guys are so unintelligent. Why we got to be so unintelligent, man? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I have another sponsor of this video. See, because when you're so fraudulent, and this is from the Fraudulent Outlaw Archives. You understand me? So this is a trailer for an up-and-coming Fraudulent Outlaw production. So you need to be on the lookout for this one. This is called I Don't Got It, Man. So check this one out, family. Whoo! See, when you're fraudulent, man, the quality just ain't always there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, that coming to a theaters near you on a streaming service, Fraudulent Outlaw presents I ain't got it, man. Oh, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Said what the fuck? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So so continuing on, I wanna show y'all this because this little other tidbit of news happened as well. So let y'all gonna go see that when that come out? Y'all wanna see that trailer again? Y'all wanna see I Ain't Got It Man trailer again by Fraudulent Outlaw? Yeah, let's do it one more time. Let's go ahead and get this one in here. Let's get it cracked. Woo! Oh, Lordy me. Oh, man, man, man. Oh, my goodness. You said it's the music free. Oh, man. I'm telling you. So check this out, y'all.
In the federal hate crime cases for two of the three men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery, Gregory and Travis McMichael. That's who we're referring to tonight. Arbery's family saying they felt betrayed by the Department of Justice for offering the men a deal that they didn't agree with. They would have let the McMichaels serve the first 30 years of their sentences in a federal prison instead of a state penitentiary. In turn, they would plead guilty and admit their crime was motivated by racial hatred. Both were sentenced to life in prison without parole earlier this month in the state case. And special agents from the FBI and the GBI testified today that Travis McMichael frequently used racial slurs, associated black people with crime, and expressed a desire to see black people harmed. Arbery's mother, father, and two of his aunts gave emotional speeches asking the judge to reject the plea deal.
I think the judge listened to the family members. I spoke first, and then the father, and then his aunties. I think that she took the time and she listened to us.
What the family was trying to impress upon the court was that the conditions of their confinement must remain in state prison where they have been sentenced to serve the rest of their lives. They are not interested in any plea deal that would vary that particular condition of their confinement.
The judge did accept the McMichael's guilty pleas, but they have until Friday to withdraw that. A plea deal wasn't proposed for the third man convicted of murdering Arbery, William Roddy Bryant.
Now, one of the prosecutors told the judge that she also had some reservations about the deal as a black mother, but said ultimately she believed the deal would have been justice for Ahmaud Arbery. She also said that prior to the signing and execution of those plea agreements, the attorneys for Marcus Arbery and Wanda Cooper Jones told the department that the parents would not oppose a plea agreement. On a Sunday, yesterday, after several meetings, several videos, video conferences, it was apparent that that was not accurate. Her statement went on to say, "I'm not up here blaming the family, Your Honor."
Yeah, you were. So this woman, and still after they did speak, she still tried to push that shit through. And mind you, like she said, oh, and I'm a black woman. Family, New York got a black mayor and a black police commissioner. And as soon as they got put in place, They got black people in jail. Immediately went to jail. So, okay, so we got to, let's address some things here. Do I have everything I need here? Hopefully it is here. Let me see. Um, Oh, yeah. Let me play this one because we need to hit this story too. And then we're gonna have to get to Michael Eric Dyson. And we're gonna have to get to that in the Biden sexual class because these people are just the worst. At this point, it's just absolute cowardice to not be calling out Biden for not doing nothing for black folks. And it's like literally, but here's the thing, and we're saying, okay, well, maybe it's because everybody that we have in these positions are tied to the Caribbean and other places. So their first focus is not foundational black Americans. We need representation that represents our interests from the core. And right now, they're trying to find every way to ignore our interests. And we just can't do that no more. And in the meantime, we have this whole situation going on right here. And we're talking about always pushing it back. Critical race theory. It's going to make our children be. Only thing they don't, this is the real reason why they don't want critical race theory. They don't want their children to have a conscience. I'm again repeat what I just said. These people are upset about critical race theory because they do not want their children to have a conscience. See, having a conscience is in direct competition to the control of white supremacy. Because white supremacy is a system built on deception. Unfortunately, we have too many people who, that's a whole nother thing. When you're going to say, well, we need in this empowerment space, either be empowerment or attack your enemy. But I've seen a bunch of dancing ass videos and ain't seen nobody really going at the white supremacists like that. But you sure have a lot of smoke for the black folk. That's cowardly. And you can't hide up under me being a damn coward because I'm not. I need you 10 toes down, bootstrapped up, and there's more women out here with more sack than you. The fragility and snowflockacity is real with them. Absolutely. I hope I pronounced that one. Flockacity? Snowflake cat or snowflockacity, I think. Oh man, that's funny. No empathy at all. They don't want them to have empathy at all. Their system thrives on it. It's like if you wanted to ensure that you have another grimy generation, then you go in and involve your children in grimy ass situations. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, because here's somebody else's little bastards that's out here. They're not school shooters yet, but they're school threateners. These little sadistic children. I mean, we've already seen the baby-faced Bonnie and Clyde. They found a way to spin it on them to make them victims. They had a whole shootout with police, and now they're victims because they had such a horrible. They was crying out for help at that place where they stayed. That's the story they're pushing now. They're trying to make them little kids victims. Baby-faced Bonnie and Clyde. They're literally making them people victims. But check this out. So this is the HBCU bomb scare. They've narrowed it down to some children that clearly could probably have used some teaching from CRT. Imagine that.
persons of interest in this matter. They're all juveniles, they're all very tech savvy, and they've been disguising how they are making these calls, more than 20 now over the past month or so, to HBCUs across the country. And they appear to have a racist motive, this official is saying, which perhaps is obvious because a lot of these calls happened yesterday and the day before on the eve and at the start of Black History Month. Again, they're persons of interest. They're not suspects yet, so it's unclear how far the case against them or if there's going to be an arrest anytime soon. This is still developing. But I can tell you from talking to a lot of students and administrators at these schools yesterday, they are going to be pleased to see that the FBI is making some progress. There's a lot of concern that they want to see the federal government step up and try to solve this problem. To some, it's been a distraction, but it's also a huge threat. Some see it as an act of domestic terrorism because these threats have only targeted HBCUs right at the start of Black History Month. Yasmin?
It's always funny how they like to kind of walk around racism and white supremacy. It's so easy. Well, no, it's racially motivated. Think now, the McMichaels have literally tried to plead saying yes. Now we're telling all the truth. Now, they were trying to fight their case here by saying none of that was true. And then this black woman is trying to get them into federal prison when they're already sentenced. That's Joe Biden's girl, right? The Biden sexuals are not really having much to say these days. I mean, I'm talking about ridiculousness. Well, I guess because one of the things I noticed today is that one of the things they're pushing for Black History Month from the Congressional Black Caucus is, of course, commemorating the quarter with Maya Angelou, B1 Beauty Supply. Oh, and Hawaii. All right. Even further west. That's what's up. Let's see. Where is this other? Looking for this other video I got for you. Hopefully this is it. And while I'm getting this video, please hit the like and share button. Hit the like and share button. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, like I said, and if you are new to this broadcast, please subscribe to this platform. Like and share. This channel is usually shadow banned. Some people get notifications, some people don't. And if you have already subscribed, you better make sure that they have not unsubscribed you, because they do that over here to Pro-Black Spaces. Well, we are in a time of distance learning. And with that, people get used to being in the routine of being in the Zoom calls and the Google Meets, and whatever meeting system is being used for class. Well, every now and then there might be a little faux pas with the camera. And I don't understand, people might be, well, I don't have to get out of bed because, well, I'm at home. So let me log on and, I'm going to just go ahead and listen to the kids give their presentations, and I'll just turn my camera off. Well, sometimes you just have to double check just to make sure that your camera is actually off.
Out. Something goes wrong with the system. They're always hollering about the bus drivers. Oh my God! They don't pay us extra half the time. I mean, yeah.
Y'all let that run for you one more time.
God, he has beat her guts out. Something goes wrong within the system. They're always hollering about the bus drivers. Oh my God! They don't pay us extra half the time. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Got to make sure that camera's off. Got to make sure that camera is off. She was over there living her best life this morning, huh? Little wake and hip. I know that's hella old school. That hip. Woo, Lord. Family. Too funny. Okay, so let me see. Okay. So let me play this real quick because a lot of people don't understand why people feel certain ways. She can actually deny anything happened. Well, yeah, she can try. Just see a dude behind her with his shirt off, and then I guess maybe she was having a seizure. Try wake me up with it. He was reaching for something. Woo! Oh man! Oh man! Mm. And again, this broadcast is brought to you by Judas Outlaw and the Judas Outlaw Shuffle. Oh, Lord.
Then your light shall spring forth. Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry, and the Lord shall say, Here I go. Here I go. No, y'all niggas said, damn. Here I go. No, y'all niggas said, fuck me. Damn. Here I go. Man right here. The man right here. Here I go. Y'all motherfuckers better get ready to rumble. Slices on the bump. Fast and light and humble. Slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you're yellow, coward heart. Better bring some water. Get the gasoline can on. Get this fucking fire started. Your heart like a bass drum bump. He's better than a nigga without a data in the swamp. Here I go. 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 don't know about God. Who put you on a planet? Ah! Could you back the camera off, so you can see me dance?
Suck tits, suck tits. Suck tits, suck tits. Tits, suck tits. This is by far my pettiest broadcast ever. Oh, Lord. Oh, but I had to, family. I mean, my hand was forced. My hand was forced. So, the petty Vandross had to show up. It's never too much, never too much, never too much. Petty Vandross, y'all. Petty Vandross is in the building. And also, never forget, you can tend to flame out, man, don't let this be you, man. You too could be fraudulent. Oh, Lord. Yes, indeed. Patty Vandross presents Judas Outlaw. Never too much. And by the way, for another scumbag too, so just go ahead and hit two scumbags at once. Do not support Kamau Bell's trash hit piece on Bill Cosby. We need to talk about Bill Cosby without talking to Bill Cosby. Let's just talk about Bill Cosby. What a dirtbag. What a dirtbag. So anyway, let's also revisit this concept. Next thing you know, this Negro gonna be having this on. He gonna be out here like, man, I came up with that, man. That's mine, and the other people just be getting your stuff. Yeah, let me beat that lie, Negro. No, you didn't. Anybody that know better, no, you didn't. But I mean, seeing how the level of type of low rate liar you are, I guess that might actually come out of your mouth. Who knows? Next, you'll be like, I came up with this flag. He stole this from me. This was mine. I came up with the FBA flag. Because I'm a sock dancer. I also came up with this too. Matter of fact, hell, Big Hebrew came up with Black History Month. All of it's mine. I did it all. Shit. You get out here and just start taking credit for other people's stuff. Oh boy, oh boy. You could take credit for them eyes being bucked, looking crazy. It's like, man, if you wanted to go get a date and some woman was actually looking at your videos, she'd probably be like, no. Block. They're looking like a whole serial killer. What's wrong with you? Weirdo. And by the way, the United Empires of Alkebulan, you can too be part when you're not fraudulent. And, if you desire to have something more than oh my God, that's my words. Your boy Judas Outlaw Hebrew from Hades. Oh, Desmond. Oh, Lord. And then so shout out to the United Empires of Alkebulan, to which I am a part and one of its founders. And shout out to Tina Berry. Queen Tina Berry, straight up, no chaser with the Queen Tina Berry. Has envisioned this, and this is something that we have been putting in the works and plans. Hopefully, be having something here. We had the kickoff at the week of Kwanzaa, just kind of making a formal introduction. Of course, y'all also know we are producing our own candidate for Louisville judge, Nicole Compton, for judge, getting our own off of in position. You understand? So, doing things, because not everything has to be seen, because unlike certain people, results matter more than clout. I'll tell you something about this. This internet is like the new TV, and everybody think it's Hollywood. So I can get on, which you can, but you got to have something to say that's actually yours. That part. Man, I came up with Black History Month. Man, that's mine. That's mine too. Yeah. And then, of course, also the brother Marcel Dixon, dismantling. Got to get old butter biscuit Jim Clyburn out of office, and all of these other individual Biden sexuals will follow. Shout out to the Black Alpha Network, home of the certifieds, another hard hitting brother that's always coming with it. So if y'all, he definitely has a more harder edge delivery. For those of you who have probably talking to me off script, it would sound like his broadcast sound like probably talking to me in a regular conversation. Although I don't use the F word that much, I don't think I do. Shoot, when I speak to people, I speak myself. See, because that's how you're supposed to be. See, if you just yourself, especially when this is going to be publicly me. I'm going to be privately me. I'm going to be publicly me. When you're creating a persona, what I look like always up here just, hey, what's up, y'all? It's Big Beatzilla, man. I'm coming through with it, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't really have much to say, but hey, look at me and follow my page and subscribe to my videos and share my videos. Nobody really understand what I'm putting down, but just go ahead and help my brother out because I need some clout. It's a rough night for you, buddy. Rough night. Yeah, make sure you tip your servers. Oh, man. So just for the record, I got to play this video, and I hope no one gets offended. Because one thing I want to make sure that y'all hear from other people's mouths, it ain't what we're saying, it's what they're saying. So just for the record, I'm about to play this, and y'all can hear for yourself. And then, we will move on because I need to hit Michael Eric Dyson, and this other one. And I'm gonna play that Winsome Sears again because I want to just play you the contrast of right wing black, left wing black. Ain't no difference because all they are is Zaddy worshiping Zaddy followers. So it's nothing that they can do for us. And again, this one is we were early here. You said play the video, please. Play that one. Okay, here we go.
talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you, you are going there. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become gang banging. They give you that talk. That just go to the white community, find a nice place. They just go and be decent. Stay with the white people. They give you that talk. So when you enter America, you already have a perception of African Americans. You judge them. And of course, they can see that judgment in your behavior towards them. And they see how you are almost like yes master to the Oyimbos. They see, they're not blind. So I know I got that talk. And a lot of Nigerians got that talk. So we are over there, we are doing well, we are doctors, we are building houses, we are feeling like, yeah, so we come to the land of the living, we are the land of the plenty, and we are doing well. Forgetting that some people sacrificed for you to even go there in the first.
And these people hop up in these spaces and talk to us like we have never heard what she said before. They literally do that. Somebody, this was what was really crazy to me today. Somebody this chick hopped up in this space asking Tariq, and I think I already left out of this space. And so another brother was in there. And she asked, like, the Aboriginal black. She's asking this question. Her question was, who told us? Because, yeah, Tariq wasn't there, and I think he kind of fell out. So they're talking about the, excuse me, goodness. They get that talk, yes. And so they're literally trying to talk to us as if we don't know this happened. So this chick is, where's she from? I want to say she is from Somalia. Or maybe, no, I think she's from Ethiopia. And this girl, this girl was talking super slick to us. And it just never stopped. Okay. Yeah, so it just never stopped. She was like, you said, I'm smelling Joel off Babel. Bro. She said that black people here are taking our FBA indigenous heritage from Tariq. And Tariq must be the first person to ever even come up with the concept of being Aboriginal. It's like, is this what y'all think of black folk? That there's only one smart nigga of all of us and all the rest of us are just so lowly, stupid ass slaves or something? I'm so confused. And Shwana, you absolutely right. He be having a pissed off, especially the other day, because like they're doing all of this angry ass insulting, and he's just like, well, you smell like cheetah piss. Now, oh God! Every time he came back, they were like always had something, some slick shit to say, and then would get mad that he's rebuttaling with a comeback, and it's like, well, you just think he was just supposed to be beat on and snapped on, and like we from America. I'm sorry. Show me a white comic outside of America that can compete with our white comics. Matter of fact, no. Show me an African comic that can compete with our white comics. Michael Blackson has to come over here and do an African shtick. Put that in perspective. Oh, I'm just a bitch ass nigga. I'm just a bitch ass nigga. Oh. And then when people get on them damn things, they go, boy, that's so hurtful. He's making buku bucks over here. The other one, locked up. He actually had to come over here and mimic our culture to get a hit. Ain't been locked up, no nothing. He got a song with Styles P. That's all the way our culture. But, you know, hey. You said your way. Man. So yeah, they're up there talking about we only believe we're indigenous because Tariq said so. And you know, you kind of started this foundational Black American thing, and for people even thinking that they're Indian and for color, their heritage and all of this. Okay, let's get to the brass tacks of this. Let's back this up. Okay, we have all understood that the beginning of civilization is in Africa, correct? Well, then who could be indigenous to anywhere outside of Africa if you're going by those standards? You're saying indigenous by this group of people being from this particular area for a aeon. These people come over here and be talking like everybody's stupid. You're going to be indigenous. If you've been here for 1,000 years, you're indigenous to this land. Yes, you may have origins somewhere else. Have you ever heard any of these people ever doing that to the Asian people? Hey, Chinese man, why don't you say you're from Africa? Why don't you identify with Africa, China? Because everybody's origins are from Africa. Right? Now, you're not going over to Persia saying, hey, why aren't you identifying with Africa? They're closer to you than we are. Because we brown, all of a sudden we kin? No. Plenty of people out here with brown skin. I don't see where we become close kin. I mean, I seem to remember your prime minister over there years ago in a black and white film talking about how they different people. Ethiopians are different people. I've heard it from their mouth on a international scale. I've heard it on a personal scale, and I've heard it in a communal scale. What more do you need for us to say, hey, we're going to sit up here and now focus on us? Why? Because of shit like that. Now, not saying that, you know, there ain't going to be some cool people off up in the mix. That's no problem. Here's the thing. If we don't take no more new people, then we don't have any worry about any more problems. And these people, when they look at immigration, they're not looking at a few families. They're looking at always making sure we are in a financial position. Remember, everybody's getting sensitive about something that is literally used as a weapon against us. And so to look at, if you have a knife or a gun, and every time you pick up the gun, you just subsequently always happen to pass by us, right? So we're always in danger by any time you're doing it. And what we're saying is we would rather not be in harm's way by allowing that to happen to us anymore. And now I understand a lot of people are taking that personal because they're so used to us being there as the mules. You know what that's called? That's called taking us for granted. What happens in relationships when you do that too much? You don't appreciate your partner, what's going to happen? Well, welcome to the new life. And I mean, we're not saying this is a divorce. We're just saying this is for right now, a temporary separation. We got to work on us right now. And all of a sudden, it makes sense in relationships. It doesn't make sense as a nation's relationship with other people. How did it not compute? Oh, because it's a financial stake. See, if it was personal, it would make sense on that level. The reason why the thing is still getting pushed is because it ain't about personal. It's about business. and they don't want to be cut out the money. And I keep trying to get people to like stop wasting your time explaining something to them. They know exactly why they're complaining. They get so much money from America's government and through this bullshit foreign aid. This is how they can look as how America passes itself off as humanitarians. So they got some kind of melanated group to give money to, funnel their funds over there, funnel our dollars over here, go sift through there, go get their coon vetting process booth set up. Then they go ahead and start working their immigration over at their embassy and bring their asses over here. But they're already well vetted by the time they get here. And truth be told, if you couldn't do that, then you know the other way into America is through Britain. I mean, man, I've worked with all of these people, so y'all can miss me with the dumb shit. I'm telling you, I've worked with all of these people, so I know exactly how y'all ass got to America. I mean, man, they sent y'all over to school in Britain, you going into some joint UN humanitarian thing that us black folks on a grand scale and even on a major scale don't even know exists. And got the nerve to hop up in these. See, you ain't gonna talk that shit to me. I am an international banker. I know exactly what y'all got. So all of them extra subsidies you had your college paid for before you even touched down in America. This is why they crying, family. It's about the dollars and cents. And you never knew how much money they've been getting from this government. But as soon as you started talking about shutting the doors, you don't even know why they upset. They all the way in another country. Why they mad? Because if we give reparations, why would the U.S. continue to pay them? Now are you getting it, family? This is the only reason. Oh, man. So when you heard that woman and one of them calls say, this is a threat to African people's liberation internationally. When the hell have we ever been in that conversation with these people about us? The Mike Browns, the Tamir Rices, which they won't even reopen. Biden sexuals. Like, nah, screw that 12-year-old kid. No harm, no foul. He was just going to grow up to be a thug anyway, right? Oh, and the same, let's add insult to injury, and let's throw out both cases. Subsequently, both of these kids look like, so, like, hey, man, to them, it's like, oh, man, we double dipped on this one. Killing you twice. Woohoo! You got to remember what these people are into. So if they believe in reincarnation, then, yeah, they take great joy in murdering Tamir Rice. We would think like, oh, man, that's sick. Yeah, because it is. Now look at who these other people who thinking they talking down on us. Look at the people they want to join up with. If y'all don't understand why we looking at these people so crazy, I don't give a damn about what these people told you about us. Because one thing, here's some other shit that I heard, which is so funny. I think one of them Somalians or Ethiopians, I'll slap you in the mouth. Man, I'm in a city full of Africans. And they stay over there, and we, in our whole own little situation, maybe every now and then we will intermingle. There was only one instance which a close friend of mine that shall go unnamed, whose hands may be one of the few people whose hands are that much bigger than mine. Because, at the time he had dreads. So, this Ethiopian felt some kind of way because he was so liquored up, I guess. And, oh, you're a fake Rasta. Fake Rasta. You guys are fake. You guys just love the white man. What? So, he's just being real disrespectful and rude. And then, my man had to promptly tell him, like, man, I'm not sure if you're joking or not, or if you're serious, but if you're serious, we got a problem. So he was like, oh, no, you. See my partner's hand just kind of halfway come up. I was like, oh no. Well, let's go ahead and get this dude in the security. I seeing security right behind him, like, okay, because number one, no shade on black security guards. But in some of these venues, you get these old Negroes. He only a security guard because he got a gun license. That ain't this kind of crowd, player. So you can't just sit over here. You might want to come calm this down. So, like, yeah. Cephas over here wasn't trying to get no physical confrontation. So he's just over there letting the whole beef kind of get too big. So we had to go ahead and calm it down. But yeah, Cephas was not trying to be bothered. He over there literally sitting on the seat too. Like, hey man, like we're literally doing a show here tonight. What's up with your man over here? Do your damn job, Cephas. Good grief. Old Negro with his big ass oversized 38. Sometimes reality is just so crazier than fiction. Oh man, I wonder if they remember that. Oh my Lord. I mean, because don't get me wrong, not to crack on dude, but because dude was cool. But I was just saying, he's just the old Negro that could not be bothered to really do his job on security. He's only a security guard because he was the guy they knew that had a gun with a permit. Yeah, Cephas wasn't touching nothing. You know, hey, y'all calm down. Well, yeah, fine. Hey, y'all got to take that outside now. That just lets you know how old he is. Hey, y'all got to take that outside now. So once you outside, you the police problem. Yeah, Cephas was just there to get that little night watchman money and going home about his business. He was not going to be bothered breaking up no scuffle. Seems like he about 67. He done retired a few years ago. You know, he ain't got no. He ain't gonna do nothing but shoot, and you ain't put him in a position to shoot you yet. So you know, hey y'all just take that on outside now. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So let me get this one out of here. Can't trust these. Oh man, for real. Dominique Devereaux, what's going on, my man? He sound like when Martin played this. Yes, Otis. Oh, without the curl. Without the curl. Otis without the curl and slightly thinner. And dang, you pretty much got it. Like I said, nice old gentleman. You know, hey man, he know I totally understand if he was too old to be scuffling with young Negroes. It's all good. You know, he was the best they could do. You know, he was armed. Yeah. Cephas Claus over there. He wasn't finna touch it. So let me see. Let me check this out. So in my research, I found something because something that's been going on. If y'all notice in these spaces, the two groups that have been the three main groups talking the most greasy is Ethiopia, Somalia, and Nigeria. So I wanted to be like, well, we hear so much about what we don't fight and who we are and who we want to be with and how we align and all of this other garbage that is a lot of projection. And This projection, I think I probably could have lived twice and might not have been here for this. So check this out, fam.
The Union Jack flying over Mogadishu was about to be hauled down when these pictures were taken. 10 years of British administration in what was formerly Italian Somaliland were over, and the inhabitants of Mogadishu, the capital, now awaited the return of the Italians who are to administer the territory under United Nations supervision. In another 10 years' time, the Somalis hope to become an independent state. An exchange of military courtesies in a parade ground ceremonial marked the handing over of British authority. Large numbers of locals watched the proceedings as the Italian Guard came to a halt facing the British troops. For the rest, it was a case of lowering the Union Jack for the last time and of hoisting the Italian flag. What the Somalis feel about the change is not apparent, but no doubt their chief concern is to make as rapid progress as possible towards independence. Mr. Taylor of Longview, Washington.
Okay. So this is one thing I want to point out when we get into this. What are your ancestors and your history? Do you understand our families were already well intertwined into the American Armed Forces by this time? There is a whole flourishing economy over in this country by this time. A whole Black Wall Street. The whole selling the Negro. Y'all got y'all damn nerve talking to us like this. Your country ain't even been in existence since black folks been free here. Our freedom outdates your existence. With you coming over here telling us what we don't know? Try again. Try again. Boy, that didn't work out the way you thought it did. Well, boy, did you? Good grief. And here's another thing, family. Excuse me. With this whole Joe Biden thing, and man, I don't know if y'all really following what I've been putting down about this whole war thing, and never forget about China. And don't forget about them subsonic missiles they got over there. And then, like, Korea got their whole little thing cracking. So, I mean, we got some international aggressions that are happening right now that I want to put something in perspective for you. Joe Biden is number one. Does he look like a military mind to you? But not only that, Miss, I can answer a question to save my life without giggling because I'm at a loss for words. Kamala Harris is next in charge. If any long-standing enemy of America would be able to foresee a perfect time of now, this is it. Man, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, tell all the archers to use all their arrows and bend the bow. And on the call, send all of them and hold none of them back. They say that's the day that the earth will rock and reel. I don't know. Conscious outlaw, if you get a chance, let someone know how that goes. Good luck to you, friend.
These women married to white men. Yeah, I'm gonna go there this morning. Oh my God. Well, look, I don't know their situation, but this is what I do know. Some of them, a lot of them are dark-skinned black women, and some Negroes got a problem seeing the beauty in dark-skinned black women. Don't you be mad because a white boy came along and saw what you threw away. I ain't saying that's everybody. I ain't saying that's everything. I'm not saying it's universal. But before you rag on them, understand the story. Some of these darker skinned black women don't get no love. Could be at a place like Harvard, Princeton, and Yale, and the brothers dating all white women. Now that's their choice if they want to do that, but look at the demonization of darkness. Look at the chocolate charm that's being overlooked. Look at it, and we got everything in the book: vanilla vitality, caramel cuteness, chocolate charm, mocha magic. We got it all, bruh. And yet we overlook that, right? Because we think that the white man's water is wetter. And skin and flesh is sweeter and sexier. So don't be mad at black women who refusing to be by themselves if they wanted to be a partner, accepted the love and devotion of a white man who saw their value beyond their skin in a way that certain black men could, or saw the beauty and value in their skin, not transcending their darkness, inhabiting it in delicious fashion. But that's another.
Oh my God, that is so bad. It ain't funny. Now, mind you, this is at a church. This is done at a church. So check this out. You said, what is he really talking about? Okay, what he's okay, prime example. He's talking about the nominees for Joe Biden. Joe Biden's going to nominate a black woman. He's going to put a black woman in the Supreme Court. The first black woman. Like I said, as soon as I heard Joe Biden was she's going to be a black woman. She's going to have a white husband. Like, who you kidding? So this is one that was predicted early. And so now they're acting like, oh, well, here's how we're going to combat that. So not that you would change course and go get a black family to represent black folks. Like, you didn't even get a black lesbian who's with a black woman. You didn't even do that much. Nah, we ain't rocking with these people, man. Nah, we don't need the damn intersectionality shit for our Supreme Court justice nominee. And let's keep it a buck. This whole thing is all about abortion, and they smoke screen it. Again, this is a whole crappy pander. A black woman who is coming in here. There's two things on her agenda, and that's immigration. Why do you think it's mattering to these people what we're saying? Immigration. And here's the reason. The only reason why they're mad is because they understand the money that they get aids them helping the system of white supremacy systematically. Especially Somalis. You think they're just getting money from America? $408 million a year. And they're going to have the nerve. We come over and we pay taxes, and no one here gets to enjoy them. Man, if you are paying taxes, you're filing taxes under that janky visa or whatever, because y'all going to come over here and talk this crap like y'all ain't the first ones at the DHS office. Really? How you getting benefits if you ain't getting benefit off of tax money? How you getting benefits and vouchers if you're not benefiting off of tax money? Gonna have the nerve to tell us that we benefiting from you? How? The way this system, again, I'm a financial man. So I mean, I would like somebody to just, I hear all of this eloquent bullshit. Like, again, no shade, but Antonio Moore is not a finance man. He's an attorney that I won't even get into that. But he is not a money man. There's a lot of things that I've heard him say made no sense. And I'm like, there's no real true financial advisor worth his salt that would tell anybody the shit he's saying. So that's, I'm like, okay. I get when you in certain spaces, nobody really knows. It's like, well, where's his credentials for being in that field of expertise? Because I got mine. So where is his credentials for being in that? Where's his accreditation? Have you ever been bonded? Ever had to be sworn in? No. Calm down, little guy. These people be crazy out here, man. Crazy. Like it's all about clout. Okay. Let me tell you, I could very well have as many people as I got on my subscriber list right now and be way more effective, never showing my face again, as long as my relationships were strong enough. Because that's how you should be able to operate. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? Black Mama. Black Mama, yes indeed. Welcome, welcome. You said they love them biscuits. And we got to, okay. So again, he's talking about dark-skinned women and women. Shut up, Negro. Check this out, because here's another dark-skinned woman, because we just don't be liking on the dark-skinned women and stuff. Okay, well, she's dark.
Hello, my name is Winsome Earl Sears, and I'm Virginia's newest Lieutenant Governor. I made history, sure, but you know, the history that we want to make is that which helps people. So this is Black History Month. We're going to be highlighting those who have gone before, who have helped us to become the country that we are. All people of all colors and even corporations have been part of making us better. So please look for that, and let's be kind and loving and all of that. And by the way, come down and see your Senate in action, your House of Delegates in action. This is your government, of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thank you.
What y'all think about that? She's a dark-skinned woman. You think she got our best interests at heart as a community? She can't. She's so off code that she can't stay on code on Black History Month. Like, this is literally about Black History Month, and she's talking about all lives and corporations. And this is the problem. I would like for her to name a corporation that was not founded in slavery for Black History Month. I mean, it's almost like, hey, you Negroes, be grateful. What's wrong with this woman? The hell is wrong with this woman? I mean, this is nuts, man. She's literally talking to folks like we should be grateful for a corporation that our family was slaving and dying to build. Oh, thanks. That's some John Lewis talk. But again, for her not having an attachment here to the blood that is in this soil, see, our family's bones are here. And you're going to have the nerve to tell me that I don't have the right to honor my ancestors to which I know of? How does that make sense? Instead, forego what I know for what I don't know. Just to, that sounds like something to me. If I didn't know better, it sounds like, oh, you're trying to replace white Jesus with African Jesus. Although we know he was from the line of Ham and not Shem, so I can understand the difference of philosophy on that one. And also, the fact that all of these different dark-skinned people come from one landmass do not make you family. I come from America. I'm not kin to everybody in America. I'm not kin to every black person in America. Because just like you heard that one dude say, I'm black, and then immediately say where he was from. No, you're black because it's convenient now to say something because they put your ass up there to start talking against our interests. Like they always do. Yeah, that's nothing new. We've been going through this type of thing forever. So what's happening now in this frame, like, see, these people that are in these little rooms and stuff, these people like born in the 90s. Like I heard one dude talking about hip hop. Yeah, man, we got to go back to the origin of hip hop, man. We got to go back to the early 90s, man. Like Rakim and so the origins of hip hop were in 1990. Does anybody remember a video that has a stamp of like October something in 1990? Does anybody remember what song that is? It's literally a time stamping the whole video, going through the whole video with the guy with the cam. Anybody remember what that is? For all you youngsters out there who wouldn't know, I mean, I'll give you a hint. You probably didn't even know he was a rapper. I mean, I'll even go further that you'll probably not even know how big of a rapper he actually is. You probably just say, damn, that dude's in his 50s? He look good for 50-something. Shit, he buff. Anybody understand who I'm talking about? I know Black Mama and Queen Adia, this T. Clay. This question ain't for y'all. Any of my younger folks in the chat know who I'm talking about? He's on TV every week, multiple times a week in syndication. See, this is our genre. We know who folks is. You understand what I'm saying? I was around for, I'll tell you like this. Y'all know, some of y'all may even know who Steve Urkel is. Some of y'all may even be too young to know who Steve Urkel is. Well, there was a show before that he was on, that he was the youngest kid in it, by Gladys Knight and Flip Wilson. Names that I'm sure you way too young to even know. So again, see, our culture here is so deep. There you go, Desmond. There you go, Desmond. You got it. Yes, Tasha Peters, absolutely. And they think we so stupid, like we don't have. It's like, y'all don't understand how deep our culture goes here. And so for us, think about it. We have people that didn't read in our family. So there is oral tradition passed down, and we know who people are. So even for the two, in my family, some of the people couldn't read, but they was able to get in front of a camera at some point in time and get in one of them old pictures that somehow was able to survive through time. So in my family, yeah, we got pictures all the way from the 1800s. Flip Wilson, Geraldine, now they way too young to know that. Way too young to know that. Black Mama, Geraldine. Although, you know what though? No, let me take that back, because in them commercials, the flashback, like Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, middle of the night infomercials. So they might have been able to catch that. The best of Carol Burnett. Oh man, oh man. But you know, I will say it was a good period of time too, though. But see, this dude here with these Michael Eric Dyson types, these are the church. This is a church crowd, And I guess how fitting, because he's actually literally talking to a church. But they're trying to make it seem like they're trying to make some false argument to where black folks are, well, you just don't want the black woman and the dark-skinned black woman. And for those of y'all who have seen my wife is not high up. So, I mean, boy, you just bypassing them, the dark-skinned chocolate. Shut up. Ain't nobody. That doesn't even make sense. And I don't even understand how that even comes into conversation when you actually think about it, because it's like, well, huh? I can see one thing that he's saying as far as maybe somebody wasn't really fooling with her, but here's the one thing about that though, because typically, maybe it's just me, but typically I'm seeing white women, or well, when you have black women who are, oh, there we go, black women who are successful like that. Same. So what's the contrast from the white woman with the successful black man, and then now we're seeing the reverse? And so this dude literally brings up the opposite in this conversation and acts like dating. Well, let me rephrase this. Choosing a political stance, because a lot of people don't understand, when you make unions, that is a political stance. If you didn't know, you go on record and you make that a political stance. So now you're on the team. You're either on team one way or team one 50-50. And if that's the case, then if it's going to work out for you, then I guess you can't be too harsh on your other side's family for maybe how they view you and your community. These are things that people have to take into account. So when they do that, okay, you got any racists in your family? Now, for a black woman, of course she knows all the racist shit that goes on in her family, but being with Zaddy is more important. So she'll accept that, because here's one thing, and I can say for a fact, like, and I'll keep it a buck. Like, for my own mother will sit up there and let some white lesbian sit up there and call me all kind of niggas. But in her mind, she says, how you feel about him isn't how you feel about me. There's people that think like that, and I've lived with that my entire life, so I know how people think. So when people say, "Oh, well, no, that ain't true," and you just this and that, no. The thing about this is not interest on who she's dating. My only interest and concern about who she's dating is what is her priority as a business. What about the money? What about the policy? What about our protection? You're a black woman. So let me go back into what he's talking about. And I'm just going to play these right back to back, and I'm going to play these back to back with me out of it, because I just want y'all to ingest nonstop. So we're just going to go back to back. Check it out. I'm playing with Michael Eric Dyson again, and then I'm going to play you one of the women he's referring to. And you be the judge, family.
Married to white men. Yeah, I'm going to go there this morning. Oh, my God. Well, look, I don't know their situation, but this is what I do know. A lot of them are dark-skinned black women, and some Negroes got a problem seeing the beauty in dark-skinned black women. Don't you be mad because a white boy came along and saw what you threw away. I ain't saying that's everybody. I ain't saying that's everything. I'm not saying it's universal. But before you rag on them, understand the story. Some of these darker skinned black women don't get no love. Could be at a place like Harvard, Princeton, and Yale, and the brothers dating all white women. Now that's their choice if they want to do that, but look at the demonization of darkness. Look at the chocolate charm that's being overlooked. Look at it, and we got everything in the book. Vanilla vitality, caramel cuteness, chocolate charm, mocha magic. We got it all, bruh. And yet we overlook that, right? Because we think that the white man's water is wetter. And skin and flesh is sweeter and sexier. So don't be mad at black women who refusing to be by themselves if they wanted to be a partner, accepted the love and devotion of a white man who saw their value beyond their skin in a way that certain black men could, or saw the beauty and value in their skin, not transcending their darkness, inhabiting it in delicious fashion. But that's another.
My chairman's very strict on me, and I do want to get to ask the judge one question in my 35 seconds, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. Judge, you've been on the bench, and you've seen the federal judicial system up close, and I agree with you, America's a remarkable country. Do you think the federal judicial system is systemically racist?
Senator, thank you for that question. I am aware of social science research.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm aware of social science research,
Yes, ma'am.
in particular in my former area of expertise, which is in sentencing, that relates to ways in which policy choices about various aspects of the system can have demographic disparate effects. The most obvious one is one that this body has worked on very hard and much appreciated, the 100-to-1 crack powder disparity. As a judge, I'm not looking at systemic effects. I'm not thinking about or focusing on or forming opinions about the research or the or the circumstances in the abstract like that. I am looking at each case. A person might make a claim that they've been discriminated against in a particular context, and I am applying the law to determine whether or not the law sustains that claim. So I don't really have a frame of reference to answer a question about systemic racism, but I am happy that you are thinking about those things because they're in the province of the policymakers like yourself.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So what y'all think? What y'all think? So they thought they were going to sneak this one in on us, didn't they? If not, let's worry about getting this popping. Let's get this popping. Let's get that Dr. Martin Luther King Reparations Act popping. Ain't nothing else going. Miss us with the dumb shit. It's time to, start treating us with some respect and stop putting these weirdos in front of us like this, because this is ridiculous. She's gonna get up here and talk all of this madness. I mean, how much more can you dodge the truth? Yes, the system has been inherently racist towards us. I mean, so to just sit up there, ignore it, and then to say, well, we don't like these women because they're with white men. That's so disingenuous. That's so disingenuous and ain't funny. Like, no, we not feeling the way we feel because she's just with a white dude. No, 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 no. What she just did, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. Come on. We gonna do it like this. We gonna do it like this. We gonna do it Beatzilla PDX style. That's how we gonna do it here. So we gonna take a listen to what she has to say while you looking at this picture.
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but my chairman's very strict on me, and I do want to get to ask the judge one question in my 35 seconds, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. Judge, you've been on the bench, and you've seen the federal judicial system up close, and I agree with you. America's a remarkable country. Do you think the federal judicial system is systemically racist?
Senator, thank you for that question. I am aware of social science research.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm aware of social science research,
Yes, ma'am.
in particular in my former area of expertise, which is in sentencing, that relates to ways in which policy choices about various aspects of the system can have demographic disparate effects. The most obvious one is one that this body has worked on very hard and much appreciated, the 100-to-1 crack powder disparity. As a judge, I am not looking at systemic effects. I'm not thinking about or focusing on or forming opinions about the research or the circumstances in the abstract like that. I am looking at each case. A person might make a claim that they've been discriminated against in a particular context, and I am applying the law to determine whether or not the law sustains that claim. So I don't really have a frame of reference to answer a question about systemic racism, but I am happy that you are thinking about those things because they're in the province of the policymakers like yourself.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh man, I guess it always helps to have the right answers when you got that inside help there right so close to you, huh? Damn. If only Kamau Bell were so lucky. Again, we are not supporting Kamau Bell and his hit piece against another black man who the Supreme Court, to which they're trying to send this woman to, mind you, has exonerated Mr. Cosby because he was illegally tried in the first place. If you're looking to talk about something, maybe you should be talking about illegal practices of the legal system against black men, instead of trying to get all the way away from the way that the legal system has been systematically racist against black people. Here we are with a prime example. One more time, family. Let's just put it in perspective.
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but my chairman's very strict on me, and I do want to get to ask the judge one question in my 35 seconds, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. Judge, you've been on the bench, and you've seen the federal judicial system up close, and I agree with you. America's a remarkable country. Do you think the federal judicial system is systemically racist?
Senator, thank you for that question. I am aware of social science research.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Aware of social science research.
Yes, ma'am.
In particular, in my former area of expertise, which is in sentencing, that relates to ways in which policy choices about various aspects of the system can have demographic disparate effects. The most obvious one is one that this body has worked on very hard and much appreciated, the 100-to-1 crack powder disparity. As a judge, I'm not looking at systemic effects. I'm not thinking about or focusing on or forming opinions about the research or the circumstances in the abstract like that. I am looking at each case. A person might make a claim that they've been discriminated against in a particular context, and I am applying the law to determine whether or not the law sustains that claim. So I don't really have a frame of reference to answer a question about systemic racism, but I am happy that you are thinking about those things because they're in the province of the policymakers like yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So you want a black woman judge just because she's black who is already telling you she will not enact any power outside of what the policymakers want? See, we're not doing that symbolic victory crap no more. That's ridiculous. Chick brought up research. Child sit down. I know that's right. That's mine. I mean, it doesn't make any sense because what she's saying is, well, I don't have any point of reference. Slow your roll. There's plenty point of reference. And then you bring up the crack powder disparity kind of in passing. Get out of here. Nah. No. And oh, by the way, that whole crack powder disparity part, you see how she tried to skip by that? That's literally, maybe she was, I guess, a quick attempt of trying to clean up Joe Biden, but it's like, well, I wouldn't even have brought that up because most people, aren't, man, these people who voted for Joe Biden, man, you could put a talking shoe in front of them and they'll believe it as long as you say it's a Democrat. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm show me some intelligence with your vote. But I'm telling you, man, I look at the black Democrats, you are dumb as rocks. I don't know any group of people that's looking to fail more than you. It's just amazing to me. I was like, oh, let's fail again. Oh, man, they were losing this way 20 years ago. They were losing this way 6 years ago. We got to do it again. Nah. Do we have to really wait for y'all to die off? Good grief. I mean, y'all are truly the Moses generation. We the Joshua generation, man. Man, how you feeling these days? I mean, good grief. You got this old Negro over here trying to pass this off as some kind of sexual energy type of thing about this woman. You get this as a policy talk. That's a whole nother thing. It's always got to be some lowbrow sex talk. The hell do we don't give a damn about this woman who's we looking at her being with a white man because of where her allegiance is at. Ain't got shit to do with nothing else. If she was B1 with a white man, cool. Here's the problem. She's a Joe Biden black woman. That means she's went through the whole Hillary Clinton vetting process. No thanks. No thanks. You see how Black Lives Matter going, and they about to hang them girls out to dry. And rightfully so. Damn them hoes. Because I look at it like this. Anybody looking to short show people over, and number one, they knew they weren't us. So they did all that shit trying to, they are one of the major groups looking to circumvent foundational Black Americans' claim for reparation. They were used as a tool to do so under the guise of caring about Black lives. It's a crock of crap. On top of that, using Black lives, which the whole frame of Black Lives Matter, Black Liberation Movement. So it's a sneak attack of hiding real militants and then putting this old Beyonce formation face on militancy and acting like you're actually doing something because you put some black on. I mean, we're just talking real here, you know. And y'all hating. We hating. The real true revolutionaries that you've only known. But Beyonce now all of a sudden got your attention about being black. It's me. It's me. I mean, man, and shout out to Queen Dyer for something she did earlier. Something, I gotta say this. How many artists have you really seen stand for something? India Irie is taking her music off of Spotify. And number one, I wouldn't even want to be associated with that move unless it was thorough that it was about the money, which it could have been. That would have been okay. But when I first heard about India Irie talking about he's disparaging the pandemic and the jab and whatnot, India, you messing with that? You messing with that? Wow. Man. I mean, hey, you know, I can't say what people's personal reasons for doing whatever they're doing for, but yeah, that night you came to hang with me, I would not ever suspect you'd be doing this. But, geez. Well, it is what it is. So yeah, man, funny story. For some of y'all know, there was an instance a few years back that I opened for Prince. And another friend of ours, another artist, Chocolate. She's from Seattle. This show was up in Seattle. So we're here up in Seattle, right? And so my partner, Farnell, me and Farnell up there, because Farnell's playing trumpet on this gig. And we see this girl walk backstage, right? Like, man, who is this fake ass India Irie, man? Because, you know, I mean, I'm figuring out, like, she's not flashy at all. Short, you know. I guess really not, like, you know, when you expect to see somebody, it's like, yeah, okay. So I thought that was like an imposter. I was like, this is just some chick who's trying to look like her. And then I seen who she was with. Oh, hey, man. Who's that? Like, man, that's India Irie. Oh, bro, check this out. Me and Farnell thought that we over here like, man, who's the fake ass India Irie, man? Don't tell her we said it. Yo. So yeah, it was real interesting to see her make this move, because she's like the holistic type vibe. So it's like the make your own soap type chick. You dig? So to see like you would be fooling with that? I don't know. That's a stretch. Maybe, you know, somebody maybe suggested to her. She could be doing it on her own, or it could just be all about the money. But one thing I didn't really buy, it was about, him to Joe Rogan disparaging the jab. What? Man, they finna give you a pill. Because let's keep it a buck. If y'all ever been, how long y'all been following me? Remember, Facebook means face, meaning brain, and they moved from Brain Book to Meta. I know people be like, "Oh, I ain't with conspiracies." No, it's just not a conspiracy until they show you. Now they talking about, "Here, get this pill," and then once you get this pill, then it's gonna go into your stomach, and pretty much the RNA is going to the nanobots will disperse through your system. And then, because for those who have watched about 2-3 broadcasts ago, remember the pill that I showed you? And I told you it was already approved for FDA use. They told you the truth of what that pill do. They over here, Pfizer, this and that. That's the same pill, family. That is the same pill. So if you don't know, when you take that pill, that chick gonna go into you, and it's gonna be exactly the same as if you were. It goes in your arm. That's right. Yeah, it doesn't go in your hand. It goes in your arm. That's right. My bad. Confusion. So things like that. So you just take the mark. Hey man, we made the mark edible. We made the pill edible. What did I say? So you have those type of situations going on, and we have to be mindful that these things are there not for our benefit as much as they will tell you it is, and we are being told by the people who have absolutely had us in contempt for a 400-year time span an absolute hatred. So I don't know now why we should be listening to that group of people tell us what's best for our health, considering how it's like, what's the logic in believing somebody wants to help you when all they've done is try to kill you? Somebody's telling us we're stupid, that we're stuck on stupid. Boy, I guess. If that's what you determine to be stupid, well, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Who wants to join the stupid train with me? Choo-choo! All aboard? I'm just saying, what are y'all talking about? Lord. But again, never forget what we are talking about here is when people catch the vapors. And I wanted to show you what that looks like on different levels and scales. From clout chasing sock dancers to to politicians and Michael Eric Dyson trying to become relevant again and trying to make it a twist to where he got the sign on. So you're at a church doing this, and then it's like, yeah, when I posted this same video that y'all saw there, that went viral on his post while this post that he was trying to pump. So both of these videos is in that same thread. And I bet that pastor just like, damn, why did he tag me in that? Because now I'm just getting lambasted. Yeah, you is by this foolery. And he up there just so proud. Like he's really proud. He thought he really did something too. I did him. I got him. Yeah, they ain't going to be able to come back from that. You are literally dealing with a group who, like, 50% of the men in this group, in this area, are married. It's just totally different thing than what y'all was talking about before, man. No, situations is different. There's families, a kinness, a oneness coming back. And that's when a lot of people don't like it. And when people see that, for some people who even could have foresee themselves as being part Something inside themselves will prevent themselves from being happy because misery loves company. That's why you see the two together all the time. Because misery loves company. Um, and manipulators know how to manipulate people's misery. Did you hear me? A manipulator will know how to manipulate someone's misery. And that leads me to this. Once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Judas Outlaw, doing the Judas Outlaw Shuffle. Don't you never forget to sock dance in your room with the apocrypha.
The Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry and the Lord shall say, ah. Slices on the bump, fasten like humble, slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you're yelling, coward heart. Better bring some water. Get the gasoline can on. Get this fucking fire started. Your heart like a bass drum bump. He's better than a nigga without a gator in the swamp. Here I go. 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 You know about God. Who put you on a planet? Ah! Could you back the camera off, so you can see me dance?
Sock dance. Sock dance. Sock dance. Sock dance. Oh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. So this has been, you said you can't stand him. And again, the reason why I'm playing this is because this video represents Judas Outlaw to a T. Mr. Fraudulent himself. Then, for those of y'all who've been trying to figure out what the hell he's doing in his videos, only he know. He like Prince and Purple Rain. Don't nobody understand. Your music only makes sense to yourself. Oh, Lord. So if y'all seen this dude's videos, which, I'm sure some of y'all have probably been wondering, like, what's going on? Like, I follow this guy. I'm not really understanding what's this. And see him sock dancing with candles. I'm kind of confused what's happening. And see, people talk about, don't take your personal business and this and that. Well, number one, see, I only have to address this because something that I wasn't involved in was made public like I was involved in it. And that's just messy bitch shit. And I don't like that coming out of no man. So the fact that he involved me in some whole shit like that, I have to publicly now let y'all know. I don't mess with nothing he do. All that crazy, weird shit, I can't co-sign. And so if he's doing anything out here, they got the new Black Media hashtag or hashtag B1Rise 2022. That's just him being a hurt, scorned lover acting crybaby while putting on a tough face for y'all with his mask on to tell you about how tough he is. Well, you got to be tough on the inside first, brother. And if you can't be tough to that man in the mirror and check yourself, then maybe you shouldn't be talking to no one. Because it ain't like we not in the same boat, my nigga. So I don't ever need you to sit up here and start comparing yourself to me or nothing, because I walk it out talking. I'm not finna sit up here and be talking behind no man's back and not saying it to his face. And I'm damn sure not gonna have to make no video. And I'm not gonna block you and then make videos like a biatch. That's the one thing I ain't gonna do. So like I'm saying, I've done all of this going at your sorry ass, and my phone ain't blocked you since you've been up here doing all this sucker shit. So just know who the real bitch is, and now you fully exposed. It's Wednesday. You could have been done call me 4 days ago, nigga. So now don't bother. Because like I told them, everybody else was like, block him. Nah, I'm going to give this whole ass nigga a minute to even call me and get right. Because at the end of the day, you know I had your back. But you messed that up. Because I don't do people like that. I respect loyalty. And you don't respect nothing. So you can't hang with me at all. There ain't no parts that we need. We don't have shit to talk about at this point, and you done messed up. You messed that one up real good, friend. Too bad for you, dude. Because all I can say is one thing. Here's the thing about having a long-standing reputation of zero mess. Sometimes you don't ever have to say a word. And what I can also say is anybody that want to deal with you now, I know they want to deal with anybody that can sit up there and deal with that old crazy inside of the mask black as shit ass sewer ass breath nigga like yourself talking shit about everyone but can't talk shit to their face. I don't know. That tells me what type of caliber of people them people is. And I don't rock with nothing like that. So, I mean, yeah, whoever want to roll with that, you more than welcome to. I would advise you to definitely do so. Because at the end of the day, that dude's going to burn you too. You can't sit up here and look at everybody else and act like all of these situations, all these other people who are giving positive energy into people's lives, you up here dancing with the apocrypha, confusing people because people don't even know what's going on. You got all this killer ass music behind you. No, so all of this demon time going on behind you while you holding the Bible. The hell is wrong with you, you confused ass weirdo? They got your nerve to be sitting up here, man. This is your boy. Shut up. I don't even want to bite nobody else, but man, you are a weak weasel. Weak weasel. That's that Hassan Campbell's. You're like, oh, but I did all this. Fuck it. But hey, man, I apologize, man. Oh, you ain't gonna take my apology? I'm sorry. I ain't cut like that, and I ain't cut from that, man. At all. At all. You can't say that shit to nobody's face. I don't know what's wrong with you, man, but you can't walk it out you talking. You damn sure can't walk nowhere with me. He ain't even diet walking. Shout out Queen Amadaya in the chat. He ain't even diet walking. Oh my Lord. I mean, he's really not. And I just wanted to make it clear. Like I said, for the ones that's trying to be close to that, I would advise you move away from that. Because I mean, there could be shrapnel coming from jokes now. And I don't tend to miss. And I mean, I ain't even put everything up that I put up online. I mean, so trust me, I'm still taking it light on your little ass. But the reason why I am is because you actually can hear my voice and you know I'm for real. So, I mean, you soft and you a coward and you's a bitch. And I will say this to your face and you well aware of this. So it's not like it goes, oh man, he gonna be, people gotta get up there and air their personal laundry on this, man. Don't you ever tap me again. You ain't in this league. Number one, why do you even want to jock another man's creation? Create your own thing and make that pop. You know how much of a hoe you look like? That's so funny. I was actually playing the Days Low song a few weeks ago. Ain't no hoe in my blood. He sure did. He called Amadaya a clout chaser. Amadaya got like 7 channels, like 30 different followers. I mean, you got 30,000 people over here on all these channels, but she's clout chasing. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. She clout chased off her own name. Okay. Still missing where she missed it at, buddy. That's her name if you didn't catch it. I mean, maybe I'm confused. Man, jealousy is a beast. Envy is a demon with a blue mask and a St. Louis hat on. Oh, Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. Don't be a flat back ass. Because we don't need any flat back ass goddesses out here. So we need to make sure that these people are taken care of. And you definitely want to make sure that you are sharpening up on your mental health and making sure that the people around you's mental health is up to par. Because you never know. You don't want to have somebody that you're dealing with go to their job and like flash on their boss because they talking on the phone for too long. You know what I mean? Things like that can happen. You know, you don't want to have somebody having to pop up on you, you know, and be like, hey, you know, I need a place to stay because, I mean, it's the first of the month and I just lost my job. There's no commentary about. Yes. So for all of you who need to go catch up on Queen Amadaya's broadcast on mental health, I would advise you do so, and also go make sure you go get your spiritual vitamins. I'm sure she will be revisiting that broadcast very soon to give you some things that is needed because obviously somebody is spiritually starved right now, and man, I guess somebody's in great suffering of of not having those spiritual vitamins. Damn it, he's in trouble. Oh, I already can hear your voice. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy me, Lordy me, Lordy me. So yeah, we we just making it plain here. So for me and my sister here, if y'all see this gentleman out here in these spaces, just understand he is no longer at all associated with me or Queen Amadaya Shakur. So, and she's in the chat, so nobody can say, well, hey, maybe she didn't know. Yes, I'll be talking out fraudulent devils, pathological liars, and narcissists this weekend. So, y'all be on the lookout for this broadcast coming your way soon because, I might have to make a little guest appearance because it's something that needs to be talked about. And somebody with, of course, my sister's great doctorate expertise, I mean, man, I guess, maybe something about intelligence that makes people say, I want clout. Let me go through all of this schooling. Weirdo. Weirdo. Well, anyway, family, I need to go catch up on what's going on with Grogu. I ain't going front. I learned last week how much I missed The Mandalorian. After I finished my broadcast, I watched that episode. almost watched it twice. I was in the middle of the night like, ah. So yeah, for no spoilers. I have not. I could have watched it before today, but I like to save my my watching it until after my broadcast. But I will say, boy, that last week was a pleasant surprise. Mando's back. Oh Lord, man! It just brought you to. You know what? I do miss this show. Mandalorian is a very good show. So, yes. Oh man, so we're definitely we will be bringing the heat to you and doing a live here. So, for the Royals, all y'all good family out there, and I'm trying to definitely work some of my musician folks in here as well. So I got to get Tony Ozier up in here. We're going to try to get it off up in here. Just, continue to build this platform, continue to build cross networks, and continue to get this damn reparations. So with that being said, one thing I will say is if you must sock dance to something positive. You did. Do the funk record's a good idea. You can go get the pleasure record as well. Try one more time. And by the way, I'm telling you, I got a song that I did on that record that I have one. I got one I wish I could get back. I got one I wish I could get back. You know how you go into the studio and record parts and then they go and rearrange it and then you hear it like, I thought this song was about partying. So yeah, there's one out there. So if y'all ever hear a song where I'm talking like where it sounds like the song content is absolutely cooning, because it is, it was not recorded that. It was literally recorded absolutely backwards. It's almost as if somebody was tricking me into recording a song not knowing how coonish it was. That burn. Oh man. Excuse me. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. And all them tricksters out there, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Only wise to do evil. Well, some of us, have some kind of insight on how things tend to usually end that way. And I got a saying that I think even this brother could remember and recall me saying. Problems usually tend to have a way of working themselves out in spiritual spaces. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. I'm a sock dancer. Do we got to do it one more time before we go home? Oh, and Queen Amadai, I don't even know if you was in here for this because you got to see the new movie this dude got coming out. Y'all ready for this? Now y'all got to watch the new movie, and this one is Fraudulent Outlaw Productions. This is Man, I Ain't Got It.
Superman. Superman.
See, when you fraudulent, people think like, this is authentic. But, they actually got the Fraudulent Outlaw production version of it. They got that bootleg Fraudulent Outlaw version. You did? So yeah, that's that Superman. Man, I ain't got it. Norma X is going on. He said, oh Lord, fresh and not fit. Bryce Barnett said, Lord. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord. Y'all want I got a special request. Y'all wasn't gonna let me get out of here without playing this, huh? Y'all just wasn't gonna let me get out of here without playing this. Oh, real quick, right before I do, let me show y'all something real quick, and I'm gonna play that. So check this out. This is a commercial that the I guess they're doing on the A&E for Black History Month. If y'all could do me a favor, family, and just try to give me a count of how many times you actually hear the word black.
Our power, our message means
turning pain into policy
to get things done.
Giving voice to the voiceless.
We have to bring about change that impacts our community in a major way.
Freedom, fairness, equality, prosperity for all.
The Congressional Black Caucus. Black excellence, making a difference.
We are the conscience of this Congress.
Okay, I see 0. Literally, Black History Month. Now, I played you with some Sears. She's over here talking about, you said twice. Okay, I thought I heard it like twice. And we turned pain into policy? I'm not really sure what that means. Woo! Boy, oh boy. And this is our representation? You don't think we're in trouble? Or we have a right to want something else? We can't do with this, family. This ain't gonna cut it. So,
then you shall call and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry and the Lord shall say.
Mayonnaise, no medicine. There'd be no 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 mayonnaise, no medicine.
Woo! Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy me. Oh, man. So, yes, last time for the road. The Judas Outlaw Shuffle, y'all.
Then your light shall spring forth. Then you shall call and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry and the Lord shall say. Slices on the bump, fasten the lightning humble, slice on the bump. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Nope, I know. Birds are few. You bitches probably can see me with the bird's eye view. Ooh, visualize to the light headed thing. Stop walking the one way to a fucking dead end. But you're yellow, coward heart. Better bring some water. Get the gasoline can on. Get this fucking fire started. Your heart like a bass drum bump. He's better than a nigga without a data in the swamp. Here I go. 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 Here I go.
Sock dance. Sock dance. Sock dance.
Don't know about God.
Sock dance.
Who put you on the planet? Ah!
Gotta get your sock dance on, family. Whoo! Ooh-wee. The mail truck video. What mail truck video? I got a mail truck video. What mail truck video I got? I don't think I got no mail truck video. But this is one thing I definitely can say about this. Always remember, if y'all have a problem with us getting reparations, I have to agree with Jeremiah Wright.
First was the controversial Reverend Jeremiah Wright.
I say America, America's mother, America's daddy, America can eat a dick, America can lick the balls.
You know, Queen, I actually said, I mentioned that earlier. I said, you know, all that capping and tapping, that tapping and capping, you know, you might have to have Judas Outlaw's greatest hits, 3 a.m. in the morning, screaming on you. Oh, hey man, are you feeling like this yet?
I have sinned against you, my Lord. And I would ask that your precious
Oh, Lordy me. So, family, you can follow me at Instagram, beatzillapdx, Twitter, beatzillapdx, Facebook, beatzillapdx, Patreon, which I need to get more active on there, but beatzillapdx official, and of course on Melanated People at Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. You can, of course, email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And if you feel so inclined to put some money in the bucket, you definitely can by way of donation at CashApp $BeatZillaPDX. That's CashApp $BeatZillaPDX. And then, of course, we also have PayPal, so you can also do that at Zilla Music. That is ZILLAMUZAK. And also, of course, we have Queen Amadaya in the chat, so be sure that you have subscribed to her. You should see her information in my description. So, you have the Queen Amadaya Shakur TV show and the original and Authentic Black Goddess, as well as her various broadcasting channels. So if you go to my main screen, you should also see the links for her channels to where you can go subscribe to her there. You dig? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And we will, of course, be back Friday. We will be doing it again. Definitely try to have some more collabs on this platform. But like now, it makes it a little easier when you have to shed envious ears and eyes. So because people feel some kind of way. I mean, why ain't it me? I don't know what you're gonna do. Are you gonna sock dance for me or what? I mean, hey. And another thing, another brother in my chat, Desmond Works. Go check out That Works on your Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Anchor FM. So go check out Dat Works, DAT Works. So go check that out. He gives you a nice, good, brief, concise takes on current events. So it's on the podcast form, so you can set it up to where you can just easily download it. And also be on the lookout for Queen Amadaya Shakur's newest podcast coming out near you. So stay tuned for all of these things coming. Of course, Our Real Truth with Michael B. Zilla Whitmore on Anchor FM, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes as well. So with that being said, family, I hope y'all have a blessed and enjoyable, restful evening. Until later, we got another victim of the Stone of Truth, it looks like. How about that? Because, see, you ain't got to kill him when you know who he is. You can just take the Stone of Truth and knock out his brains like we just had to do tonight. A little bit of house cleaning and housekeeping. You dig? So with that being said, y'all have a blessed night. Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is,
Yes, sir.
you don't have to kill him, no. The stone of truth. See, that's what you throw.
Right.
Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.